this game, which is the final game in round 25 of the NRL season, will be heading to Shark Park for the NRLW game between Cronulla Sutherland and Parramatta. You'll hear that with Declan Byrne, Dean Hallertau and Bridget Murphy, as now the emergency servicemen and women leave the middle of the Sydney Football Stadium, and the referee heads on out there, Ashley Klein. Wyatt Raymond will be in the bunker. The touch judges are Daniel Lutringer and Belinda Sharp. And it'll be the West Tigers through Jock Madden to get us underway. Running left to right as you look at your radio, defending the northern end of the Sydney Football Stadium. First touch for the Sydney Roosters.
Every time you say now left and right looking at your radio station, you know what I'm thinking of?
No.
Michael Carrianis just doing his silly little games of his AI.
Right. Why?
Well, remember what he kept saying? He comes up with his little sayings of looking at the...
they're saying about me. Yeah. Well, we're real life here, Louis. Unless we're in one of your simulations. Here's the kick-off from Jock Madden, and it's going to be taken by Daly Cherry Evans. A metre out from the goal line. He passes left to Nafahu White, who's encroaching on the leaders in the ABC Player of the Year, and White's tackled 18 out from his own line by 12. Played to Cherry Evans, goes left to Nwanganita-Waze. He's tackled 22 out from his own goal line by Abby Croyasau. Plays the ball to Robson. It comes to the left side to Nat Butcher starting today. Madden, one of the defenders there, right on the Roosters 30. And now it comes to the left to Radley. Victor Radley charges into the defence, headed up by Fanua Bolle. 8 short of halfway, 18 in from the western touchline. Now Robson, he works the ball right edge. Butcher caught right on halfway, 20 in from touch western side. Time off, says referee Ash Klein. What's happened here?
It looks like a bit of a concussion to Alex Twal.
He's got blood all over his face too, Louis.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a cut. So he's come in awkwardly. Didn't get to see it at full speed. It's going to show a replay in a second, surely. But he's gone. He can't even get any type of balance. Oh, he just gets it. Didn't even see what happened there. Maybe a shoulder, like from the ball carrier. Oh, no, he gets a hand over the top, friendly fire. Smacks him around the melon.
From Seyfarth, I think. So went in with Sukar to make the tackle, and he hit the deck, and Seyfarth looks on ruefully, and Twal just hurls his mouth guard away. He is very frustrated as he comes from the field, and Terrell May comes on after just 46 seconds. So an HIA for Alex Twal in the very first minute of the game. No score, last tackle. Cherry Evans puts in a kick downfield, down to the left wing of Junior Tupou. He fields it, and he's caught 23 metres out from his own line. 20 in from touch on the eastern side of the Sydney Football Stadium. Play to Luai. He sends the ball open side right. Tackle made here on Sakuru, right on the West Tigers 30-metre line. Croyasau, long ball goes right this time. And the Tigers working within about 12 metres of halfway. 18 in from touch on the western side of the field. Played by Skelton. Comes centre field left to Bolle. Fanua Bolle up the middle. He's wrapped up about 2 metres short of halfway. No score here on NRL Sunday. West Tigers and the Roosters. Croyas out to the left. Seyfarth to Luai out to Buller. Oh, rounded up beautifully. Rob Toyer, ball and all. 2 metres short of halfway. 15 in from touch eastern side. Played to Luai. Goes away Croyasau. They keep it alive down the left edge, but the tackle is made on the last. So I'm not sure that was in the plan. Sakuru is caught. Changeover. Roosters get it. 32 out from their own line. Quickly played, and it comes centre field left to Radley. He's caught 14 short of halfway. 2 minutes gone, no score.
Yeah, well, it was a nice little play down that short edge, but the winger, Tupou, just missed the jump there. They had a 2-on-1. He would have been flying down the sideline, and it might have been a really good opportunity there for the Tigers, but they just couldn't come up with the right pass.
Butcher for the Roosters up over halfway. We've got news and a tick on Alex Twal down to Matt in just a moment after this set. Ball played 40 metres out, set restart as well. Robson out of dummy half. Gains 9 metres, caught 31 out from the West Tigers goal line. 2.5 gone, no score. Daly Cherry Evans, he turns it back on the inside to Siwa Wong, and Siwa good leg strength. Finally caught 18 metres out from the goal line, but they couldn't put him down. Finally plays it on the eastern side to Robson. Open side left to White. Caught by Croyasau and Seyfarth. 7 metres out from the goal line. Roosters on the attack. Robson back in front of the post to the left. Walker links up with Ramsey. Cut out pass. Out to the left wing and diving over to put the ball down is Billy Smith. Try to the Roosters, and it comes after only 3 minutes of play. Very casual put down by Billy Smith, his 11th try of the year, and his 6th try in his last 5 games here at the Sydney Football Stadium. Try Roosters, they lead 4-0 with a kick that comes from the touchline.
Well, it was slow-mo, wasn't it, really, for the Roosters? And they come over to that left edge. They go out the back there to Cody Ramsey, and he's just sort of taking his time with what he wants to do. Does he go short or long? And he just sort of throws the ball over to Billy Smith. And even when he gets the ball, he just sort of looks up and goes, I'll just take a pretty easy stroll down this way. I won't try and do anything fancy. And just gets that nice big right-hand fend out, gets it right in the middle of the chest and slams it down one-handed in that corner. It's a great start there from the Roosters.
Let's go down to the touchline, Matt Elliott.
Yeah, Jock Madden really sunk in there. That early pass from Cody Ramsey to Smith that left him with no choice just other than to dive over the try line. And just to give you an update on Alex Twal, it's a Category 1, which was pretty evident. As soon as he got to his feet, he stumbled to the ground again. So we won't be seeing him again today.
So he's gone today and next week, Alex Twal. That's a big blow for the West Tigers. And now Sam Walker lining up the conversion attempt. 24 metres out, 1 metre in from the western touchline. 4 minutes and 12 seconds gone. Sydney Roosters 4, West Tigers 0. How many points is that on the day now? 52, 56 we're up to. We had a sweep earlier. I took 110 points cumulative for both games. Louis 118 and Matt Elliott 120. Here's Sam Walker. Been in wonderful goal-kicking form. Roosters 4, Tigers 0. Walker with the right boot. Moves in. He strikes it. Likes it. Heading towards the post. He's kicked that magnificent conversion from Sam Walker. And the Sydney Roosters lead the West Tigers by 6 points to 0 here at the Sydney Football Stadium on NRL Sunday. Around the ground, Jersey Flex second half. West Tigers 34, leading the Roosters 16. New South Wales Women's Premiership at Shark Park. No score, Cronulla, Sutherland and Parramatta. Full time in the Queensland Cup. Winner Manly defeating South Logan 42-18. In the AFL, Sydney Swans 59, thrashing North Melbourne 21. AFLW, Melbourne 52 over the Giants 11. Carlton over Adelaide at halftime 23-8. So the kickoff, return by Nafahu White for the Roosters. Backs his way over the 20. Great return. He'll play 24 out from his own line and 20 in from the eastern touchline. Comes away centre field left for the Roosters. Still inside their 30. All played by Nwanganita Wazo to Robson. Goes left to Butcher, Nat Butcher. And he's in the tackle of Bolle. And also over the top, Samuela Fainu. 13 short of halfway. Southern end of the ground. Robson scoots from dummy half. Second time he's done that so far. Claimed now by Madden and Seyfarth. Right on halfway. 20 in from touch western side. Played to Ramsey. Goes right Radley. He's knocked to the deck. 9 metres in West Territory on the last. Robson finds Cherry Evans to his right. Kicks it down to the wing of Junior Tutlo with the catch in front of Buller. 4 out from the west line, but a really good chase from the Roosters. And he's tackled 13 out from his own goal line. Nafahu White in the chase, along with Nat Butcher. Now it comes right edge to Jarrell Skelton. He's caught 17 out from his own line. 5.5 minutes gone. Sydney Roosters 6, West Tigers 0. As now it's the Tigers with the footy. Herbert, he's caught 24 out from his own line. Plays the ball to Groyasau. Goes left safe after Luai. Then away to Samuela Fainu. Spun in the tackle and caught. About 30 out from his own line. Groyasau goes right this time to Terrell May. Runs there into Nafahu White. Also there's Siwa Wong. 10 short of halfway. Plays it Groyasau. Goes left with it. Got numbers. It's the last. Luai away to Sukuru. He throws the ball away. Scooped up by Luai. Back now on his own side of halfway. Puts in a little stab kick. Picked it up miraculously. Got a pass to his left. But play comes to an end as Samuela Fainu's tackled 10 short of halfway. So that's twice now. The West Tigers have conceded a changeover, although we've got a challenge here. Let's listen to Ash Klein.
The Tigers disputing the decision of the last tackle. They believe the ball was touched during that process.
It did look like a little bit of a touch there from the Roosters. It was a little bit of deviation of the ball, but I just wasn't 100% sure.
You want to be sure, though, don't you?
Yeah.
After 6 minutes.
After watching it.
Just looking at the left hand of Victor Radley, the ball's passed by Solomona and it's touched. This restarts the tackle count.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one they're looking for. Yeah, there's no knock on or anything from here, so. But in saying that, they still kick the ball.
I'll let you know.
Or will it go back?
But they weren't made aware of the fact there wasn't 6.
We had that last week too, didn't we?
Tackle is now complete with Samuela Fainu. The tackle count is tackle 0. The challenge is successful.
So they had to be sure, and they were.
Right, let's go.
So the
Go.
Set begins 10 metres in Roosters territory. Madden, short ball away to May. Terrell's caught about 39 out from the Roosters line. Roosters 6, Tigers nil after 6.5 minutes. Now to the right for Nuabole. He's met in some solid Roosters defence. For Kenny was in there, 30 metres out from the goal line. It's played to Croyasau. Spins it left to Madden. Short ball May. Backs his way into the defence of Butcher. Stands in the tackle. White there also. 22 out from the line. Croyasau goes right to Madden. Short ball Bolle. Knocked to the deck. 17 metres out from the line by Wong. Played to Croyasau. Goes right to Luai. Knocked it on under no pressure. Luai, this is their captain and their highest paid player, and that's an inexplicable mistake. Roosters will get the scrum feed. 15 out for their own line. 7 gone. Roosters 6, Tigers nil. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, and he was scanning the defensive line while the ball was being played, and Happy Croyasau passed the ball, and it was halfway on the way before he looked around, so a costly error. But we've already seen twice, as you said, the Tigers running on last play. Don't expect to see that again.
Don't expect or do expect?
Do expect.
Okay. I am full of expectation. Roosters 17 out from their own goal line now as it comes away to the right edge to Toya. He's caught 25 out from his own line. Roosters 6, West nil. Ball played to Robson. He sent it left to Butcher. Marches over the 30. Madden involved in the tackle with 2 others. 32 out from his own line. Now Robson fires it right. Radley to White. Linked up with Wong. He's caught 7 metres short of halfway. Luai involved in that tackle. Now it's played and it comes to the left. Radley to Walker. Turns it on the inside to Ramsey. He steps into the defence. He's claimed here by Sukar, Seyfarth and May. 1 metre in West Territory. Played on the last to Robson. Goes by Cherry Evans. Puts a kick down to the left wing of Junior Tupou. He's going to be the target. And comes up with another catch. 19 out from his own line. Then advance the footy another 5 metres. Plays it to Luai. Comes right to Sol Sukuru. He's caught 28 out from his own line. 8 minutes 30 gone. Sydney Roosters 6, West Tigers nil. Croyasau goes right to Madden. And then he linked up with support about 29 out from his own goal line as the tackle's made on Skelton. Croyasau goes short side right to Pat Herbert. He's collected about 14 short of halfway by Nafahu White and also Billy Smith. Madden goes left to Seyfarth, middle of the field. Radley drives him into the SFS deck about 12 short of halfway. Played on the last to Croyasau. Goes right Madden. Kicks from inside the 40. Right down the throat of Ramsey. 13 out from the Roosters line. Brings it over the 20. Heads to the 30. And he's taken beautifully by Samuela Fainu. 29 out from his own line. Played quickly to Cherry Evans. Goes left to Nwanganita-Waze. And Louis, he's caught centre field. 14 short of halfway for the Roosters.
Yeah, well, look, for me, the West Tigers have had a little bit of success down that left side over towards the Roosters' right-hand defence, but they haven't gone back there since they made a couple of little half breaks. But a really nice defence from the Roosters up through the middle of the field. They're not letting the Tigers make any metres at all.
Who White now, good strong run. Backs his way 9 metres in West Territory. Play quickly, Robson goes right Radley. Then links up with Cherry Evans Walker. Quick pass away to Nwanganita-Waze. He steps in field over the 20. Ducked underneath another. Finally felled about 13 out from the goal line. 10 in from the eastern touchline by Fainu. Now in the last, it comes to Walker. He sends it away left. Cherry Evans, crossfield kick. Billy Smith the target against Skelton. No, Billy got there first but knocked it on over the dead ball line. It'll be a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set coming up now for the West Tigers. 6-0 Roosters lead after 10 minutes of play.
He had a good look at there, Billy Smith. He got a really nice opportunity to get up, but it gets it in 2 hands and then gets flicked out really late there from the West Tigers. I think it was Skelton that actually pushed it out.
So now Croyasau on the 30. He sends the ball left as the West Tigers have it 15 short of halfway, trailing here by 6-0 and now knocked on by safety. Well, that was really poor. Early in the tackle count, knock on, and the Roosters will get a scrum feed. 12 metres in West Territory, and it just seems like the basics are missing from the West Tigers at the moment.
Yeah, just the simple passes out of dummy half, way behind. They're just not getting their timing right. But this is what the Roosters did. I remember watching that North Queensland game. They stayed in the game early. They just kept putting fatigue in, and they were getting the field position right. They're doing the same thing at the moment. They're just getting through their sets. They're making the West Tigers make tackles. They're kicking deep, and the Tigers are struggling to get out their own end. Now they're starting to make some errors.
Roosters win the scrum. Robson fires it left to Cody Ramsey. Can't beat the defence of Madden, who's around the ankles. 31 out from the line. Robson. He goes right to Nat Butcher. He stands in the tackle. Held is the call. 18 out for the West line. Roosters attack again. Robson goes right to Cherry Evans to Walker. He turns it on the inside to Toya. Rob Toya straightens. Caught 13 out for the West goal line. Dummy half Robson. Goes left to Radley. Dummies himself into Croyer-South. Taken 4 out from the goal line. In line with the left upright. Robson. Dummies. Goes himself and lost the ball. He was going to score, I reckon, Chris Robson.
Absolutely. He was over for all money.
Tackle of Terrell May.
Not got in the field to play a touch of the Tigers, so he's not putting in the Roosters. Catch your guy on the way through.
So all the West Tigers are saying, hang on, it should be a 20-metre tap, but it's actually kind of saying it touched a Tigers player after being knocked on by the Roosters' Reece Robson. So West get the scrum feed, though. 10 out from their own line. 12 minutes gone. 6-0 Roosters. Thanks to that try in the 3rd minute to Billy Smith.
What about the frustration there, Reece Robson? He knew straight away.
He was going to score, wasn't he?
He was over for all money. So he did the right thing. He came up with the right decision. He had a dummy half, but he just couldn't hold that ball as he was going over.
So West win the scrum. Croyer-South. He sends it to the left edge. Tupou tackle. 14 out from his own line. Play to Appy again. Goes right to Kuru. And his debut last week. He's caught here 21 out from his own line. Play to Appy. Comes to the right to Safar. Dummy straightens into the defence of Wong and 2 others, including Butcher, right on the West 30-metre line. Croyer-South goes right. And here's a dummying run by Buller. Finally taken on halfway. About 12 in from the western touchline. Play to Croyer-South. Goes left volley to Safar to Madden. Short ball away, Samuel Afinu. Lovely grass-cutting tackle. Brings him down from Cherry Evans. 43 out from the goal line on the last. Luai puts up the kick. Cody Ramsey gently steps back, takes it on the full, 5 out from his own line, and he scored 12 out from his own goal line in the end. So a good set that time for the West Tigers. And 13 minutes of play. Roosters up 6-0. They send it left to Billy Smith. He's tackled 18 out from his own goal line. He'll play the ball. Cherry Evans. He works it left to Fiketti. Had Savala on his outside, but he takes the tackle, 28 out from his own line. Earlier, Cronulla Sutherland, a much-needed win over the Gold Coast, 30-22. High tackle here by Jock Madden. The Roosters player was sprinting downfield, and Madden actually left his feet to make the tackle, and a blatant penalty. It was Reece Robson who ran again, and Madden smacked him around the chops. He's on report, and I think rightly so. So the first penalty of the game goes to the Roosters. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, a little bit of evidence here, Andrew, that the Tigers can compete with high-quality teams if they just stick to their systems and their structures. But what we see too frequently is poor errors, poor decisions defensively, which cost them field position. And the Roosters, you just can't give them this sort of field position.
So, Padre, the tap taken 35 metres out from the goal line, and it ends up about 30 metres away from the line. Butcher plays the ball to Robson. Comes centre field right to Walker. Hands it off on the inside to Fahu White. And he's taken by Croyer-South Luai. 20 metres out from the goal line. Dummy half Robson. He goes left to Cherry Evans. Out the back to Walker. Short ball for Keddy. Great desperate defence from the Tigers. 11 out from the goal line. Madden was involved in the tackle along with Pat Herbert. Now the Roosters 2 metres away. Leading 6-0 after almost quarter of an hour. Dummy half Butcher comes to the right. Through hand Bradley to White. Put down 2 away. Desperate last-ditch defence from the West Tigers. Last tackle for the Roosters. Robson fires it to the deep set. Walker puts it off the left boot. Heading in goal. Herbert's got it for the West Tigers, but he's nailed. He's surrounded by 3 Roosters. Caught in goal. Goal line dropout for West. Roosters lead 6 points to 0 after quarter of an hour.
Nice little touch there from Sam Walker. I thought he was going to try and run it, maybe throw the nice little cutout pass. I was waiting for that attack to come, but they keep the pressure on the Roosters. Beautiful little kick, nice weight, and a really nice finish there from the West Tigers. So do they go short or long?
I reckon they'll go short. Straight down the middle from Appy Croyer-South, but it was one of those in-between kicks. It's easily taken by Hugo Savala. No contest from the Tigers, and Savala's caught 12 metres out from the goal line in front of the northern post. He plays it to Robson. Comes left to Radley, turns it on the inside to Butcher. He's nailed about 6 metres out from the goal line by Fanua Bolle. Now play, they work it to the right. Sam Walker delayed his pass, ran around in circles, back over the 10. Then he links up away to the left side. Fiketti slips over, claimed by Madden and Seyfarth. 9 metres out from the line, 15 in from touch western side. Walker. He goes right to Butcher with a right foot step, straight into Fanua Bolle and Terrell May. 6 out for the goal line. Centre field, northern end, Robson. Dummy left, goes right. Cherry Evans got the pass away to Cody Ramsey. But it was all in slow-mos. Caught there by Samuela Fainu and Luai. 10 out, 15 in from the eastern touchline on the last. Comes left. A desperate pass from Cherry Evans to Walker. Cross-field kick looking for Billy Smith. The ball may have touched his hand. It goes over the western touchline. It did. And it'll be a play the ball for the West Tigers. 10 out from their own line. Roosters 6, Tigers 0. Not the most threatening set there from the Roosters. We've had 16 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, all the Roosters players are overrunning their plays at the moment. Their two back rollers have overran the play. They've been out of position. They put Cody Ramsey out of position to sort of come in that tackle there and surrender because all the players are just not getting their timing right. So they're a little bit off at the moment with their attack, the Roosters.
Now it is the West Tigers with the footy, and credit to their goal line defence. They have it 16 metres out from their own line. Played to Karoyas out. He sends it to the right edge as they take it out to Skelton's court. 25 out from his own line. Played to Karoyas out. Back short side right, Sukar. Dummied, runs into Savala. Knocked to the ground with help from Fiketti. 12 short of halfway. Played to Karoyas out. Goes left volley to Seyfarth. Links up with Madden. Quick hands to Luai. Luai got away from Wong. Runs around in circles. Then turned it on the inside and then knocked the ball on. But they get a late penalty for a high tackle. Penalty goes to the West Tigers. Their first of the day. 17 and a half minutes gone. 6-0 in favour of the Roosters.
Yeah, I'd like to see this high tackle here because he comes up and out. That's not a high tackle, was it? That's more of a high tackle on Siwa Wong. And he was the tackler. He's the one who gets the head done.
How was that a high tackle?
That was not a high tackle.
Let's go down to the touchline. Matt Elliott as the Tigers find touch on halfway.
Well, to reinforce what was said, that was not a high tackle. And it wasn't even late, so it was solid contact, but this gives West Tigers some field position and the opportunity to execute in this part of the field.
Can they hold the footy? Here it comes, Buller, left to right to Herbert. He bumps into Savala and Walker and put to the ground. 33 metres out from the Roosters line. They give away a penalty for a ruck. So a penalty to the West Tigers. Definitely not the sharpest I've ever seen the Roosters at this point. And Luai finds touch with a little dink kick. About 24 out from the Roosters line. Tap taken by Herbert. Goes left Madden. And a short ball away to Terrell May. He's scored 18 out from the goal line. West on the attack. Down 6-0 after an early try to Billy Smith. Play to Karoyas out. Goes left Madden away to Luai. Back on the inside it comes now. And Terrell May, he's tackled 18 metres out from the line. Centre field by White. Karoyas out. Dummies inside. Goes outside to Madden. Short ball to Sukar. The defence of Robson is there with Celeste Fiketti and one other. 11 out from the line. That one other was Radley. Royce out. Back centre of the field. Left side they go to Fanua Bolle. He charges into Radley and White. Stands in the tackle. 2 out from the goal line. Play to Appy. He comes to the right eventually to Madden. Sweeping play out the back. Herbert to Skelton. Drives over to score the try. Jarrell Skelton. Hugo Savala looks frustrated, but very well played by the West Tigers. And honestly, that was set up on their great defence on their own goal line. Try to Skelton, 19 and a half gone, and the West Tigers hit back. Sydney Roosters 6, West 4, kick to come.
Oh, that was a little bit too easy. The Roosters do look a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. The Tigers did such a good job down on their own line, defending their line. They get a couple of penalties go their way because they've been hanging in there and digging deep. And they come up with a really nice play here, but Patrick Herbert, just a simple pass over to him, and then he looks up and there's just so much space. And Billy Smith comes up and in, and it's just a simple little quick tip on there to find Jarrell Skelton. He goes over as easy as you like. But that's a great finish there from Skelton as well. But the Tigers right back in this game, 6-4, kick to come.
Down to the touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, Hugo Savala there made a very poor decision to wedge in defensively and created that opportunity. But this is a little bit like what I experienced yesterday. Roosters came out with a real intensity, but it's dropped off as soon as they went in front like, we've got this today. They just cruise in. Well, they can't afford to cruise in. West Tigers have already shown us they have the ability to put points on and ask major questions.
So here's Jock Madden with a conversion attempt. 23 metres out, half a metre in from the western touchline. 6-4 in favour of the Roosters. 20 minutes 40 gone. And again, remember, we came here last year convinced that it's going to be a flogging.
Yep, always.
Tigers won. Here's Madden. I'm not going to predict that just yet. No, I'm not going to predict it just yet.
You should call it games that bingo now.
Here's Madden from out wide. He moves goes in with his right boot, and it's a shocker. Miles across the face, no goal. So the Roosters maintain a lead, 6-4 over West. And we have had 20 and a half minutes earlier at Robina Stadium. Cronulla Sutherland back on deck with a 30-22 win over the Gold Coast Titans. Around the grounds, New South Wales Women's Rugby League, Parramatta has opened up a 10-0 lead over Cronulla Sutherland. Tiakarangi scored a try in the Jersey flag. West Tigers have beaten the Sydney Roosters 40 points to 26. AFL next door in the second quarter, the Sydney Swans are thrashing North Melbourne 60-22. AFLW final quarter, Melbourne 52 leading the Giants 12, Carlton 29 leading Adelaide 15. And as you know, no doubt, the Australian cricket team has bounced back from an embarrassing loss in Darwin to win the second test in Mackay by an innings and 51 runs, a 10-wicket performance for the game for Mitchell Stark, as the Bangladesh team was bowled out for 95 in its second innings, 64 in the first innings. That's not a lot. Here's Caroysia earning a set restart for the West Tigers as the momentum has changed here. He's tackled 6 short of halfway, plays the ball, Safar spins it left to Madden, away to Luai, back on the inside to Fainu. He's caught on halfway, 20 in from touch on the eastern side by Cherry Evans. Caroysia dummy half, goes right for Noah Bolle. He's tackled 39 away from the Sydney Roosters line at the southern end. Now Appy goes right to Terrell May, good strong run. They're making plenty of ground here, the Tigers. Caught 28 metres out centre field, southern end. Caroysia goes left to right, Madden. Switcheroo, back centre field, left to Luai. Ran over the top of Cherry Evans and now tackled 21 metres out. Last play, Caroysia goes left, Madden. He stops, props, puts up the kick. Buller flying through against Ramsey. The ball knocked along the ground, picked up by Nwanganitawaze. Roosters have it. Knocked on Tigers is the call. And it'll be a change over to the Roosters. 10 out from their own line. 22 minutes gone. 6-4 in favour of the Sydney Roosters, but the West Tigers playing really well right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, the West Tigers. An error now. Oh,
lost ball picked up by the Tigers, and a flick pass comes out to Tony Suka, and he's able to score a try. How did that happen? Roosters copping up on play one, flick pass out to Tony Suka, and he's able to score the easiest try of his life. 17 and a half to go in the first half, and it's now West in front. The Tigers lead by 8 points to 6 with a kick to come. An inexplicable mistake coming from Billy Smith.
wow, what about that? It's a simple pass at a dummy half. Billy Smith, it just slides straight out of his hands. The Roosters definitely have switched straight off, but Patrick Herbert, the man on the spot, picks the ball up, and he doesn't take the tackle. He knows, I can promote the ball here. We've got a few boys on the outside. And then you got Tony Suka just standing there waiting for an opportunity, and then scores another try. So the West Tigers in front 8-6 with a kick to come.
Back downstairs, Matthew Elliott.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. That's a Christmas gift, that one, boys. You don't get anything better than that. That came with a tree, beautiful wrapping and everything for the West Tigers.
Can I issue a challenge, Matthew? Can we get a different Christmas carol every time I cross?
Dashing through the snow and also
Here's Jock Madden, 19 metres out, 16 in from the western touchline.
You know what scares me? It's coming up so quickly, though.
I know. Well, what are we now? End of August. Oh. Here's Jock Madden. About 16 in for the western touchline. 24 minutes gone. What is happening here at the SFS? West Tigers lead the Roosters 8-6. Here's Madden. Not a good first attempt. Just a little easier kick. 2 tries in 3 minutes for the West Tigers. Here comes Jock with the right boot. Moves in, he strikes it, he's overcorrected. That's a shocking kick. Misses to the right, no goal. But it is 8-6, West leading the Sydney Roosters. You're with Luke Lewis, Matthew, the singing Elliott down on the touchline. I'm Andrew Moore here on NRL Sunday, and the kickoff will come back to the Sydney Roosters. Let's see, there we go. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Santa Claus.
That was pathetic. Here's the kickoff from Ramsey.
He actually had the song right, because we haven't heard Santa Claus is coming.
I know, but he just yelled out Santa Claus and it stopped. Wow. Here's the kickoff. Down to the northern end. Jerome Luai the catch. He sends it away right. Good return, Bolle. Caught 18 out from his own goal line. That was the performance of a man who almost lost his jacket earlier. Comes to the right, Madden to Terrell May, centre field. Stands in the tackle. About 27 out from his own line, courtesy of Fiketti. Croatia now goes left to Alex Seyfarth. He scored 32 out from his own line. West with it, leading 8-6 over the Roosters. Croatia goes left to Samuela Fainu. Good, strong, determined run by Fainu. Down he goes, 5 short of halfway, courtesy of Wong and Cherry Evans. Now it comes to the right. Jock Madden, very shallow kick. Billy Smith drops back with the catch. 23 out from his own line. Great chase, Pat Herbert makes the tackle. 23 out from the Roosters line. He'll play the ball to Sam Walker. He'll come open side right. And running into the defence there, Savala. Tackled 28 metres out from his own line. Dummy half is Walker. He sends it right to Wanganita-Waze. He's caught mid-quarter halfway, Sydney Roosters territory. Played to Robson. Goes left to Lindsay Collins. He drops it. I'm going to ask you this question, Louis.
Yeah.
In regards to the Roosters, what is happening?
I don't know. They think they've already won the competition. The way that they're playing at the moment, it's ridiculous. So it must feel like they're up by 100. So their passing is shocking out of dummy half. They're talking about Reece Robson here too, as a state of origin and Australian representative. You got Lindsay Collins, but that was an ugly pass. So I can't really blame Lindsay on that. But they're making crazy errors. But I'm going to give it to the West Tigers. They're putting pressure on them.
They are, but boy, the Roosters are playing very ordinarily. And the Tigers, how long can they keep this going? There's 14 minutes, 15 left in the half. They lead 8-6. They win the scrum. Luai turns it into Sakuru. He's caught 33 away from the Roosters line. Remember that the Tigers have gone down on the last twice. They've dropped the ball a few times themselves, but they're in front now and playing with their sails up. Here it is with Terrell May in the centre field. He's claimed 22 out from the line by Robson and Collins. Plays it to Croatia. Goes right Seyfarth. Hands it on the inside to Bolle. And there to greet him was Butcher along with Fiketti. 13 out from the Roosters line. Croatia spins it left to Madden. Then out the back, Luai just stops and runs into the defence. And he's taken 11 out. Seems like the momentum of that play stopped with Jerome Luai. Played to Croatia. Out the back to Seyfarth. Left to right to Madden. Then to Jareem Buller. Buller draws his man. Herbert, what a pass, Gilton! He's over to score! What are we witnessing here at the SFS? Try to Skelton, that was brilliantly done. West 12, Roosters 6, 13 minutes 15 to go in the half. There was another error, poor pass by Robson, poor catch attempt from Collins. Brilliant try for the Tigers. Jarrell Skelton has a double, Luke Lewis.
And I'll tell you who else has a triple is Patrick Herbert. 3 try assists. He's come up with a beautiful pass to find Jarrell Skelton in the first one. This one here is absolutely champagne. Just a quick little tip on it. He's got a whole lot of pressure coming up and in from Billy Smith. He just taps it on and hits him on the chest. And he come up the play before where he put, I think it was Suko over. It was outstanding. He's had a big game in his opening, 30 minutes?
3 tries in 7 minutes, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, Jareem Buller played a big part in that as well. He used his speed, sunk into the line, drew 2 defenders to him. But as you said, Louis, Herbert's pass there was just sublime.
So now the kick will come from Madden, who's instilled zero confidence with the boot. 23 metres out, half a metre in from the western touchline. Bit of a stunned crowd. Matty, I'd venture to say over 25,000 here. What's your vantage point tell you?
Well, I'm going to go about the same, but guess what, Andrew?
What?
Silent night. They're getting very quiet at the moment.
Here's Madden. 23 out, half a metre in. I don't think he can keep it up.
This is going to be fun.
Not in late August. I don't reckon he's got about 25 carols in him, and kind of part of me's hoping he doesn't. Here's Jock Madden. 12-6 Tigers, 3 tries to 1. 28 minutes gone here at the SFS. Madden moves in now. Strikes it. Right across the face again, no goal. This could be a problem for the West Tigers because this goal kicking is really ordinary. But they've scored 3 tries. Their tails are up. And they lead 12 points to 6 over the Sydney Roosters. You think they're going to need to start turning 4s into 6s around the grounds in the New South Wales Women's Rugby League. Parramatta and Cronulla Sutherland. The Eels lead that 10-0. Half-time AFL, Swans 61, leading North Melbourne 35. AFLW full-time, Melbourne 60, defeated the GWS Giants 60-12. And currently Carlton 36, leading Adelaide Crows 22. NRL Sunday, a win, upset City. West 12, Roosters 6. 11 minutes 30 and a half as the Tigers send it from right to left. Still pinned down inside their own 20-metre line. Played by Bolo to Croyasau. Goes right to Seyfarth. And he's on the deck about 27 out from his own goal line. Caught by Celesi Fiketti. Played to Croyasau. Goes right to Rel May. Nearly got through Wong, who comes back at him with Bradley in defence. 12 short of halfway. 18 in from the western touchline. Played to Croyasau. Goes left again to Fanua Bolo. Gosh, he's been busy. Charges there to Robson and Collins and Butcher and down a metre short of halfway. Right in centre field. He's playing it on the last to Croyasau. Goes right to Madden. Kick downfield by Jock. And it's very shallow. He's tackled by Collins as he kicked it. Caught down there. About 19 out from the goal line and the tackle made on Smith. 27 out from his own line. 29 minutes gone. West 12, Sydney Roosters 6. Now it's Zavala back in centre field. He's tackled 29 out from his own line for the Roosters. Dummy half Cody Ramsey. Dummies goes himself into Croyasau and Fanua Bolo. Tackled 35 out from his own line. Plays the ball. Robson goes right. Cherry Evans looking for a 40-20, but he doesn't quite have the angle. Buller with the pickup. 16 out from his own line. Heads over the 20, and he's nailed by the chase there of Siwa Wong and also Nwanganita Waze. He plays the ball. They work it right to Tupou. He's scored 34 out from his own line. 12-6. Tigers lead Roosters after half an hour. Now it's Sukuru. He's caught 10 metres short of halfway. He'll play the ball, caught by Radley there. Croyasau goes right, Madden, then steaming onto it for the West Tigers, getting to within 8 metres of halfway, and 18 in from the western touchline was Skelton. Croyasau, centre field left to May. Terrell May surrounded by 3 Roosters, and he's going to be asked to play it on the last, a metre in Roosters territory. Croyasau, short side right. It goes from Madden to Sukar, and then he throws it over the touchline. That was an awful play from Sukar. They had an overlap, and he had no idea what to do with it, so instead he throws it past the touch judge, nearly into Matt Elliott's lap. And it's going to be a Roosters play the ball, 28 out from their own line, 9 minutes 30 to go in the half. West Tigers 12, Sydney Roosters 6, Luke Lewis.
Well, from up here, it looks like the West Tigers' mindset is just to play. Play everything they get, every opportunity they get, just have a crack. And you know what, at the moment, it's actually working for them. I know Sukar doesn't get the right pass there, but they created the space, they created the numbers. They just didn't get the execution right on that occasion. But they've got to keep asking these questions to the Roosters.
Siwa Wong, 10 short of halfway, plays it. Comes centre field left, that's Spencer Leniu on the field. And he's tackled 10 metres in, rather right on halfway by Sukar. Played to Robson, goes right to Connor Watson, who's out there to Cherry Evans. Back on the inside to Siwa Wong. And he stands in the tackle of Croyasau and Fainu. 40 out from the west line. Now to the left they go. Walker to Ramsey. Dummied his way into May and Seyfarth. And he hits the deck. 30 out from the west line. 18 in from touch western side. Played on the last to Robson. Goes right. Walker. Aerial route. Jareem Buller under it with the catch. He's taken by Smith. 6 out from the West Tigers line with 8 minutes 30 to go in the half. Tigers leading 12-6. Played to Madden. He sends it left to Skelton, who smashed to the ground 8 metres out from his own line. And you sense this is a set the Roosters want to really aim up in defence here. As now Junior Tupou, he's scored 12 out from his own line. Replacement on Sione Fainu. Onto the field now for the West Tigers. It looks like Fanua Bolo has been replaced. And they lost, remember, the Tigers in the first minute. Alex Twal, Category 1 HIA. As it's the West Tigers with it on their own 20. Sione Fainu plays the ball to Croyasau, goes right to Terrell May. Another good run. He's over the 30-metre line, but Justin, he'll play it on the last. 33 out from his own line to Croyasau. Centre field left to Luai. He was rushed by Watson. Kicks it straight down to Nwanganita Waze. 21 out from the Roosters line. He heads up over the 30. Tried to split them, but he's taken by Samuela Fainu and Sol Sakura. About 7 short of halfway. Quickly played. It comes left from Cherry Evans to Toya. He's tackled 3 metres in West Territory. 7 minutes 30 left in the half. Tigers up 12-6. Collins middle of the park. He runs into May and 2 others, including Samuela Fainu. 39 metres out from the goal line. Played to Robson. Goes right to Cherry Evans and away to Ramsey. Ramsey straight past Luai. Over the 20. Buller to beat. Beats Buller past the Toya. Toya lost it. Knocked it on. Opportunity goes begging for the Roosters. Gee, they should have scored. 12-6 Tigers lead after 33 minutes. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, Cody Ramsey didn't quite nail that pass. He certainly did everything leading up to it. He just did the underarm pass Toya in the left shoulder. There's no way he could have caught that. But again, that just shows the danger that they've got. But at the moment, there's not a lot of physical consequence for playing against the Roosters. They wouldn't bruise a grape, putting it politely.
Scrum feed for the Tigers, 10 out from their own line.
Yeah, it was a tough one because Toya was jumping over the Tigers players. He was on the floor and the ball was in the air, so he just took his eyes off for a split second, and that was a beautiful break there from Cody Ramsey. Great speed, but just had to either hold the ball there or hit him right on the chest at the right time, so timing just was not right there for the Roosters.
Play 2 for the West Tigers on the right edge. They're 24 out from their own goal line. Now played to Koroyasau, and they get to their 30 midway through the count. 3 tries to 1 they've scored. Now Sukar plays it and knocked on Sione Fine. Well, that's pretty poor play. We've seen a lot of really bad mistakes from both teams. Sione Fine, who's only been out there for a couple of minutes, and that was straight to him. 5 minutes 48 to go in the half. 12-6. West lead the Roosters. And it's going to be a Sydney Roosters scrum feed, 29 out from the West Tigers line.
Well, that's a horrible mistake when you think about it for the West Tigers. When it comes to field position, I know that the Roosters haven't been tossing too much up in attack, but they'll get it right eventually. And you don't want to go in at half-time, 12-all, when they've been on top and dominating.
So they win the scrum, the Roosters. Cherry Evans turns it into Toya. Koroyasau, Luai and Samuel Afanu in defence. 23 out from the goal line. Robson. He sends the ball open side left as the tackle's made. Only 12 out from the line on Siwa Wong. Robson goes left to Walker. Turns it on the inside to Connor Watson. Watson jinks, tackled, 7 out from the goal line. He'll play it in front of the left upright at the northern end to Robson. Comes to the right to Cherry Evans. Short ball, Wong tackled 2 metres out. Desperate defence from the West Tigers. Luai and Samuel Afinu among them, and it's been lost.
Wow.
Great reward for the Tigers' defence. Assistant coach Johnny Bomber Morris next door is applauding, but we've got a challenge from the Roosters. Let's listen in.
Challenge here from the Roosters. Just being the on-field decision of the lost ball after the tackle.
I didn't even see the lost ball. It's at the start, but I would not surprise if it's a lost ball because the Roosters' heads are way off at the moment.
4 minutes 44 to go in the first half. West Tigers 12, Sydney Roosters 6.
We're finally getting the replay.
Siwa Wong has possession coming into the tackle.
Toya.
His left arm remains around the ball here. As you can see, the fingers remain gripped and it's pinned against his body.
He's done incredibly well to hold on, I reckon.
Where did he even get a lost ball, though? Well, it did not look like there was any movement.
No, the only thing I can think of is the referee is seeing the ball on the ground with fingers still wrapped around it. I think he's done a great job to hold on to it.
Just looking at the angle to
But
show
even
the
watching
entire
the video,
tackle to ensure these
I don't see any movement. So
the ref blows the whistle.
I don't understand where he can see it from.
Successful.
Challenge successful.
Siwa Wong play the ball tackle.
He's lucky he didn't get penalised for
Play the ball.
a horrendous attempt at play the ball. But it'll be a successful challenge. Play back on. It comes to the left. Spencer Leniu bounced away from Koroyasau. He backs his way to within half a metre of the goal line. Last tackle now for the Sydney Roosters. That's a little stab kick by Robson. Picked up by Koroyasau. He cops a high tackle as well from Robson. So it's a penalty to the West Tigers. What a magnificent, gutsy scramble from the Tigers. 12-6 West lead. 4 minutes 20 to go in the half. And Jock Madden finds touch on the western side over the 30. That's a good kick, about 15 short of halfway.
I'm going to say the West Tigers have done a really good job with their attention to detail in their, obviously, their video work during the week. They would have known that Reece Robson comes out at dummy half, close to the line, likes to put little kicks in, and that was a beautiful little take there from Abby Koroyasau.
Here's play 2. Seyfarth goes left Madden to May in centre field. And Watson's there with Robson and Wong to make the tackle right in the middle of the ground. Play to Koroyasau. Goes left to Madden. Jinking run by Jock Madden. He's caught about 9 metres in Roosters territory by Wong and Watson. Play now to Koroyasau. Goes right to Luai. Hands it off on the inside to Sione Finu. He's all at half pace and he's caught 40 out from the Roosters line by Robson. Koroyasau. Cut out ball left. Madden away to Luai. Puts on a step, comes back to the right tackle. 30 out from the goal line. Last play, West who lead 12-6. Koroyasau goes right, Madden. The kick from 30 metres out. It's short, and Cody Ramsey takes it easily. 7 out from his own line. So just over 3 minutes to go in the half. West 12, Sydney Roosters 6. Ball played to Cherry Evans. Goes left to Mark Nwanganita-Waze. And he's humbled to the ground 9 out from his own line.
Well, they're just like trotting into the defensive line. They're not running into the defensive line. That's the difference between the two teams.
That was a good physical example of just trotting into the... He showed me there.
Yeah, you like that?
I'd nearly fancy myself to at least get a touch on you there. Roosters inside the 30. Wong plays it. Robson, flat pass left. Leniu, that's a better run. That's not a trot. He's caught 10 short of halfway. Comes to the right on the last. Jerry Evans from just inside the 40. Boot the ball down the throat of Junior Tupou, the left winger. He crosses his own 20. Gets to the 30. 20 in from touch on the eastern side. 12-6 Tigers lead. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, one of the observations I'm making here is the resilience of the West Tigers that we haven't seen from them. Seen a few errors from them before in the past, Andrew, where they haven't been able to respond with a good defensive set. They are following those errors up with good defence, and their attack is starting to really get momentum.
Croy Sao Padre goes left to safe half, and he's tackled 3 short of halfway by Watson. And also in there was Fiketti. Now they cross halfway, Madden to Luai. Luai got away from one and then threw the ball forward. God, that's bad play, Jerome Luai. That is shocking play. Minute 50 to go. Again, for the leader of this club, he's really not producing anything. Scrum feed for the Roosters, 6 short of halfway, 12-6 West lead, 1 minute 40 to go in the half.
You know, they just can't help themselves at the moment. Like they're in front, they're doing some really good things, but they just get an opportunity to, try and pop that ball at the back, and they do. But I was still going to go back on what I was saying. I think they've just been told to play and just do what they see out there, and I reckon that's what's upsetting the Roosters. But it's also slowly starting to creep in and upset the Tigers.
So Lindsay Collins now, tackled 2 short of halfway, play to Robson, goes right Watson away to Leniu, tackled 7 metres in West territory, 12-6 West holding on with a minute 10 to go in the half. This is a huge 70 seconds right now as the Roosters up over the 30, they go, strong run, Toya, finally put down 28 out from the goal line, play to Robson, fires it away left to Walker to Collins, charged at Madden, help coming there from Sukar, and he's finally tackled 10 out from the goal line. 2 tackles left for the Roosters, they stack the blind side left, Walker, oh sorry, that's too good, that pass to Billy Smith might be the sweetest thing you'll ever see in a rugby league field. What a pass! Billy Smith the try, 35 seconds to go in the half, and Jerome Luai feeding a gibber down the other end has cost his team a try. Try to Billy Smith, what a pass from Walker. It's 12-10 to the Tigers, kick to come Roosters.
There's a couple of things that happen here. You've got Abby Groyes now slips over. That sort of puts the defence in a couple of different minds. But I'm going to say, Jarrell Skelton, he comes up and in for absolute no reason and gives that space there to Billy Smith. And that is a champagne pass, like you said, from Sam Walker, just to hit him on the chest and go over as easy as you like. It's beautiful to watch, but that is poor defensive very there from the West Tigers.
You feel, Matthew, that's devastating for a team like the Tigers.
Absolutely, Andrew, where they've, as you said, right up until that point, have been the dominant team of this half, and they're going to go in maybe with equal scores, but that pass by Walker there, my goodness, he knows how to scan. Everyone thinks it's instinct. I watched him play before. He's scanning the opposition line. He sees that player coming out. That's when his instincts kick in. Just unbelievable footy IQ.
That was remarkable, the pass.
That blows my mind. He's sitting there lining up the kick. He walks about 6 metres to his left just to move the little 40-metre thing. He's nowhere near it.
This must have been in his peripheral vision or something. He's 24 out. He's a metre in from the western touchline to level the scores. 12-10 at the moment of the West Tigers. This is the last movement of the half. Sam Walker strikes it with the right boot, heading towards the post. He likes it, he kicks it, just to crash the West Tigers a little bit further. So, it's 12-all at half-time after Sam Walker's second goal, and unfortunately the West Tigers just don't have a goal kicker. Jock Madden's way off the pace, none from 3. 3 tries to 2 Tigers who've produced one of their best 40 minutes, really, all things considered, in the last 2 or 3 months. For the Roosters, 2 tries to Billy Smith in the 3rd and 40th minutes. Sam Walker, 2 goals from 2 attempts, 1 restart, 1 successful challenge. For the West Tigers, tries to Jarrell Skelton in the 20th minute, Tony Sukar in the 23rd, Skelton again in the 27th minute, Jock Madden none from 3, and Madden on report for a high tackle on Reece Robson in the 14th minute. 1 restart, 1 successful challenge, penalties 3-1 to the Tigers, 12-all the score, Louis.
Yeah, 12-all the score. they'll be pretty upset there, the West Tigers. They've been the better team of this first 40 minutes, and they were in front for a majority of the game. But Patrick Herbert come up with 3 try assists. That were beautiful. Some really nice passing. Giles Skelton for 2 tries. They're trying a bit of everything out there. A couple of errors have sort of let the Tigers down and gifted some field position to the Roosters, but that last pass from Sam Walker's basically got him back in the game. So 12-all half-time, but I still feel like the Roosters are going to get away with it.
How'd you see the first 40, Matthew Elliott?
Yeah, I think you both summed it up well. Well, what I'm really interested in is the messaging from Trent Robinson. I know that he runs themes through weeks, and with all these emergency services people here, he'll be certainly challenging the mindset of his team at half-time.
So it is 12-all. Earlier, Cronulla Sutherland beat Gold Coast 30-22, and that was after trailing 16-8 at half-time. Around the grounds, New South Wales Women's Rugby League, Parramatta 10 leading Cronulla Sutherland 4. In the AFL third quarter at the SCG, Swans 61 leading North Melbourne 35. And AFLW final quarter, Carlton 42 leading Adelaide 23. You with Luke Lewis, Matt Elliott, I'm Andrew Moore. NRL Sunday on ABC Sport. And we're going to set the scene to at Shark Park shortly. But right now, we head to the ABC newsroom.
Hello, this is ABC News with David Rowlands. Ukraine's Interior Minister says an investigation has begun into operators of a shopping mall in the city of Kryvyi, where 16 people were killed and more than 100 injured in Russian drone attacks on Friday. More from the BBC's Tom Bailey.
The investigation will be examining whether visitors and staff at the mall were properly informed of the threat they faced. Posting on social media, Mr. Vyhivsky stressed the importance to Ukrainians of taking threats seriously and taking timely measures, particularly in regions on the front line. He added that the director of a supermarket where many of those killed were found had been formally placed under investigation for suspected negligence after the shop reportedly continued to operate despite warnings of an imminent air assault.
The federal government is working with rice company Sunrise on how they can save dozens of jobs in the New South Wales Riverina region. Earlier this month, the company confirmed it was cutting about 80 jobs because of low crop volumes. However, the government says it's in talks with the company about a multi-million-dollar proposal to ramp up rice cake packaging to redeploy the staff. Local MP, One Nation's David Farley, has met with key government figures about the issue and says he's happy with how discussions are progressing.
I was impressed how Albanese at the Governor-General's event the other night came straight up to me and said, look, I'm aware of it, I'm working on it, we'll get it done. So, I tilt my hat to them.
The Department of Natural Resources in Tasmania believes it's inevitable marine animals in the state will test positive to the H5 bird flu. Following confirmation, a mammal in Australia has died from the virus. Federal Agriculture Minister Julie Collins has this morning confirmed a long-nosed fur seal was found dead at Beach Port in South Australia and tested positive for the virus. NRE says Tasmania's migratory bird deaths from the virus remains at 19. The department's Wes Ford says marine life, such as seals, are vulnerable species, so it's likely that Tasmania will see them become affected.
It's logical to suggest that if we're going to see, as it spreads, we'll inevitably see seals potentially as a source or an animal that will pick up bird flu and then will transmit it.
No poultry farms across the country have been affected by the H5 strain. The Victorian government has announced additional funding to support the public dental system a day after revealing its $230 million election pledge to open 10 public clinics offering free dental care. The walk-in clinics will be available to anyone and are estimated to have the capacity to treat more than 100,000 patients annually. The Labor government hopes to open them by the middle of next year. Premier Ben Carroll says there will also be an additional $12.9 million of funding provided to help recruit, train and retain dental workers.
For scholarships, for recruitment, more dentists, more dental assistants, more administrative staff. This will see another 180 professionals come into and work in our 10 free public dental clinics.
A number of die-hard Sydney Swans AFL fans have walked out of the Sydney Cricket Ground in response to the scandal that's engulfed the club's men's side over the past week. Victoria Pengelly is there.
An estimated 16,000 fans turned up to support the match between the Women's Swans and Essendon, with the Swans securing a win 66-42. A number of long-term Swans members walked out after the game ended to send a message to the club after 5 players were sanctioned for breaching club protocols. One fan told the ABC the incident and the club's response had fundamentally changed their perception of the Swans, which has long been upheld for its progressive values. It's unclear how many fans left in protest to the scandal. Some left for logistical reasons, while others hadn't planned to stay for the men's game in the first place.
Australia has beaten Bangladesh by an innings and 51 runs in the second cricket test in Mackay. The win levelled the 2-match series at 1-1 after Bangladesh won the first test in Darwin by 9 wickets. Spinner Nathan Lyon took the last 2 wickets immediately after tea, with Bangladesh failing to add to its tea break score of 95. Fast bowler Mitchell Starc took 10 wickets for the match. That brings us up to date with the latest ABC News. For more at any time of the day or night, you can download the ABC Listen app.
Plunging on the blind side. If we truly are a sporting nation, then we need a section in the census about our sporting interests and affiliations. Why is this? I know. Ryan HG. Surely a write-in campaign would draw the attention of organisers to the need for these questions, and maybe you mark it up yourself. Or just up the top of it, I love Manly. Foz is doing a great job. And I get all my rugby league from bludging on the blind side.
ABC sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
7 metres out from the goal line. Roosters on the attack. Robson back in front of the post to the left. Walker links up with Ramsey. Cut out pass out to the left wing and diving over to put the ball down is Billy Smith. Fanua Bole. He charges into Radley and White. Stands in the tackle. 2 out from the goal line. Play to Appy. He comes to the right eventually to Madden. Sweeping play out the back. Herbert to Skelton. Dives over to score the try. Jarrell Skelton. 6-4 in favour of the Sydney Roosters, but the West Tigers playing really well right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, the West Tigers. An error here.
Lost ball picked up by the Tigers, and a flick pass comes out to Tony Suka, and he's able to score a try. Now they're back to Seyfarth, left to right to Madden, then to Jareem Buller. Buller draws his man. Herbert, what a pass, Skelton! He's able to score. What are we witnessing here at the SFS? Try to Skelton, that was brilliantly done. 2 tackles left for the Roosters. They stack the blindside left. Walker! Oh, sorry! That's too good! That pass to Billy Smith might be the sweetest thing you'll ever see in a rugby league field.
ABC sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership. On your radio, ABC Sport Digital Radio and ABC Listen.
On the text line, by the way, fine on report as well, Andrew. Thank you very much, Mitch. Kath from Kingaroy. Afternoon, Andrew, Louis, Matt. Where are Matthew's Christmas carols? I'd like to hear him sing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Well, we've passed on your request and we'll get down to Matt very, very shortly. Full-time scores to wrap up Group 9's home and away season. Albury Thunder 36 beat Tumut Blues 30. South City Bulls 48 beat Cootamundra Bulldogs 4. Thanks as ever to Riverina Rooster. Let's go around the grounds and set the scene at Shark Park for the ABC Sport NRLW match of the day. Cronulla Sutherland against the Parramatta Eels. Declan Byrne on the call with Dean Hallitown. Bridget Murphy. G'day, Deck.
G'day, Maury. Thank you. Yes, it is season on the line for both these teams, 10th versus 11th. And if you look at it, the Sharks hosting the Eels tonight, both with 1 win for the year, 4 games remaining. The winner, well, they can still hold on to the hope of finals. The loser will very much be in a battle for the wooden spoon. All year, both these teams have battled injuries and mistakes, ill-discipline, but tonight they get the chance to salvage something here at Shark Park. So Cronulla Sutherland coming off the back of consecutive losses to the Cowboys, Titans and Tigers. The Eels, they have a little bit of winning form. They had a 6-game losing streak, but they won against the Bulldogs last week. And the sun is setting behind us here. We can see the reflection as the lights sort of start to take hold. It's about 18 degrees. It's been sunny all afternoon in Sydney. So beautiful conditions. Some late changes. The Sharks have made a couple in the last 24 hours. So Shante Kiriaratu, who's been out with an ankle injury, she comes in for Georgia Hanaway. She was named on the extended bench. She comes into the team. as does Jacinta Carter off the bench. China Palata omitted completely. And Tale Holmes comes onto the bench from 18th player. She's back just 4 months after giving birth to her first child in late April. So that is a feel-good story as Tale Holmes will line up for her first game back in the NRLW. No late changes for the Eels, so those 3 changes announced earlier in the week of Faye Jackson and Rivley Arlo all come in. We've got Rochelle Tamarua as our referee and Todd Smith in the bunker. And as he said, alongside me, Dean Hallertau and Bridget Murphy. Dean, these games where both these teams have had disappointing seasons, how hard is it to get up for these matches as a player?
Yeah, good evening, Deck, and hi, Bridge. It's very, very hard when you've had a run or a string of losses and you're trying to search for that win. I know the Eels got one last week, but when those hopes of finals start to sort of fade away, it can be quite difficult to get up. You start thinking about what we're going to do for the off-season, or we start preparing for next year. Do I have a contract beyond this year? So all those sort of things are floating around your mind. And for each of these teams, while there is still a hope that big loss that the Warriors suffered today sort of opens a little bit of a door for both teams, then yeah, maybe they can squeak in. So it really is trying to stay in each minute and get through the game and put your own best performance in for your own sense of self-pride, I guess.
Bridget, Eels and Sharks, is there one team you've been more disappointed at that you had high hopes for?
Yeah, I remember sitting here earlier on in this season here in Cronulla really singing the praises of the Sharks. I thought they were going to have a really big year, and I think it's unfortunate how their season has unfolded this thus far. But these sort of games where we're getting toward the back end of the season, and we talk all the time about how close the NRLW can be round to round. You have a loss and you plummet, you have a win and you surge up the ladder. It's a really big opportunity to prove the naysayers wrong. So I think it is going to be a bit of a flex of the muscle in a way for whoever is able to walk away with this one. But it is a lot of pride on the line, I think, for these teams here this evening.
And Shante Kirioratu coming back in, she's so instrumental to not only a kicking game but as a playmaker for the Sharks.
Oh, absolutely. You see the difference, and not obviously criticising the players who've patched in for her while she has been recovering, but she is fantastic. I think she is going to be one of the really premier halves going forward in the NRLW. She's still so young and still developing her craft, but her kicking game in particular is just next level. I did say earlier in the season that I think she'll be the first to kick a 40-metre field goal, and then probably she's had a bit of a here and there season, but I think she's remarkable.
Hey, maybe it's tonight.
Maybe.
I think the last 2 times these teams have met, the scoreline's been 18-16. Funnily enough, across these clashes, these teams, when they've played each other, the away side has won every single time, which is a little quirk. Just earlier, the Roosters, massive score, record-breaking score against the Warriors. Dean, are they stand up and about as the best team, far and away?
Yeah, I think their performances speak for themselves this year, right? They have won, and they've won in convincing fashion regularly. That one today, hitting some records, and they've got strength across the park, 1-17. They go into their depth players, and they've got a lot of talent there as well. So they are the yardstick for the year. Obviously, the Titans are having a great season. They took down the Broncos, who have hit a bit of a slump. The Broncos have got a lot of inexperience in their side at the moment. They're sort of rebuilding parts of their squad. So, it definitely makes for some interesting finals time.
All right. Well, we're about an hour and 10 minutes away. Killy Joseph will celebrate her 50th game as well in the NRLW. Back to you, Maury.
Yeah, Declan, watching that firsthand, the Roosters were devastating against the Warriors, and Isabel Kelly and just surges. Corbin Baxter, Bridie Parker scores a lot of tries. Jamie Frassard, Jocelyn Kelleher, the best women's goal kicker I've ever seen, and Taryn Aikinen.
Olivia Koenig without the steam.
Olivia Koenig, what a great player. Millie Elliott, Keely Niza, the hooker, great bench. They are going to win this comp unbeaten, the Sydney Roosters. So the men's Sydney Roosters team, they've got a bit of work to do. 12-all with the West Tigers. Tigers scoring 3 tries to 2 in that first half. What do West have to do here, Louis, to keep this tight?
They've got to keep playing footy, but stop making mistakes coming out of their own end. That's all they've got to do. They're doing a really good job. They're under the skin of the Roosters, but I reckon they would have got given a good little spiel, the Roosters. So here they go.
Cody Ramsey gets us underway. Kicks us off to Jerome Luai. He turns to left to Sione Fainu. And he runs into Collins and Toya and Wong. Put to the ground, 14 out from the west goal line, down at the southern end. Karoy is out. He sends the ball up inside right as the Tigers now about 16 metres out from their own line. Samuela Finu plays it to Croyasau. He sends it centre field right. Sukar floored right on his own 20 on play 3. Now Croyasau back to the right it goes. Seyfarth up the middle. He charges there into Collins and put to the ground with help from Watson and Lemieux. 31 out from the west line. Croyasau back to the left. Sukar away. Luai. He's going to be caught there by Cherry. In fact, ended up beating him and caught 3 short of halfway by Wong. Played on the last to Croyasau. Goes right. Madden with a clearing kick. Well, it's very, very shallow. Cody Ramsey sprints after it. Catches it. 20 out from his own line. Returns it into Sione Finu and Croyasau. 28 out from the Roosters line. 12 all the score, 1 minute gone, second half. Dummy half Walker goes left into Wanganita Waze, and he's tackled 34 metres out from his own goal line. Plays it to Walker. He sends it away left side to Celeste Fiketti. Taken by Herbert. Seyfarth in there as well, and Croyasau 3 short of halfway. Robson goes right to Lindsay Collins. He's nailed about 1 metre in West Territory. 4 plays into the set. Robson back to the right to Watson, and Connor Watson a jinking run. He's taken 39 out from the goal line, and Connor will be with me for NRL Monday tomorrow night between 6:30 and 7:30. Kick downfield by Cherry Evans. Taken at the back by Buller. 3 out from the west line, and after the opening 2 sets of the second half, the scoreline remains 12 all as Junior Tupou Luke Lewis has caught 12 out from his own line.
Yeah, well, that's where the Roosters will want to finish majority of their sets in this second half, is they're kicking into that right corner, landing in that 10 metre by 10 metre zone, and that really makes it hard for the West Tigers to get out of their own end. So if they can do that, it'll give them more opportunity to get some more points on the board. So now it's the West Tigers with it, 25 out from their own goal line. Comes left away now to the Terrell May. Sorry, just some things happening in the broadcast box. Comes left to Luai. Kicks from inside the 40. Taken by Ramsey. It was straight down his throat. He heads up over the 20 towards the 30. Shocker. 31 out, please. 31 out for the Roosters line. Down to the touchline. I might have to join you. Matthew Elliott.
Well, Benji Marshall shared with his team he was really proud of the way they were chasing the game, but sometimes that was costing them. So to get a little bit of balance, Trent Robinson's put accountability on the playing group. He wants the Roosters to come out in the second half.
Here's Robson now. He sends the ball right to Lemieux. Dummies his way. Good, strong, surging run of about 20 metres. He stands in the tackle. 34 out from the goal line. Robson goes right to Watson, to Cherry Evans, to Walker. They've got numbers, but it's a terrible pass from Walker. Great hands by Wanganita Waze to pick it up with his left hand. He's flung to the ground by Luai. 24 out. 9 in from the western touchline. Played on the last to Toya. Goes left to Walker. Runs at the line. No one's anywhere near him. A dink kick over the top. Madden let it bounce, but in the end, great reflexes to take it. 5 out from his own line. 3 minutes 30 gone second half. 12 all the score. As now it's played, and it comes to the right side to Skelton, and he's tackled Louis 8 out from his own line.
Yeah, well, the West Tigers, the Roosters, they come up with some beautiful passes, but that one there, they had the opportunity to go around the West Tigers, but they put it behind Toya, so they couldn't really put any more pressure on the Tigers' defence. But I tell you what, the Roosters are doing a really good job at the moment with their line speed and hit.
So now 15 out from their own line, 4 plays in. Seyfarth plays it. Croyasau from inside his 20 kicks it out on the field. So we are seeing moments of West Tigers-ness, including right there.
But I'll tell you what, he did go for the 20-40, and he had it nailed. And I don't even think Cody Ramsey realised it, but it just couldn't get it down quick enough before it hit the ground, before it went out, sorry.
Anyone can have a good idea.
But he would have nailed it too. Just missed it.
So this presents easy field position for the Roosters. Fiketti will play it 20 metres out from the west line. 12 all the score, 4.5 gone second half. As they work it to the right to Lindsay Collins. He's tackled 15 out from the line. He'll play the ball to Robson. So the Roosters strike early in this second half to hit the lead. Comes away now. An inside ball, but the defence is up to it so far for the Tigers. 13 metres out. Played by Savala. Goes right, Walker away to Collins, and Seyfarth there to greet him. 5 out right in front of the southern goalpost. Dummy half is Robson. Robson goes to the left away to Sam Walker. He's taken by Sukar. 8 out from the line. So far, so good for the Tigers' defensive line. Robson comes back open side right. Cherry Evans literally hands it off on the inside to an unsuspecting Collins. Still bounced away from Sione Finu. And now taken by May and Seyfarth. 5 out in front of the southern post. Last tackle, Roosters, 12 all to score. Robson goes left to Walker. He's confronted, got the ball back. A little stab kick, bounces off the West Tigers, Terrell May. 6 more tackles for the Roosters, and Spencer Lenyu's going to be caught 8 metres out. They play it in front of the post.
They don't look like doing anything at the moment, the Roosters.
But repeat possession, I want to back them to score here. Walker turns it inside for Keddy. He's going to be claimed by Sukar and Madden. 4 metres out from the line. 12 all it is. 5 minutes 30 gone second half. Robson comes right to Walker. Then he links up Jerry Evans away to Wong. And he's scored 3 metres out from the goal line. Roosters with it. They're dominating the early part of this second half. Robson goes left to Watson, floats a double cut-out pass. It's now with Sabala. He got the pass away to Billy Smith, cuts in field, knocked to the ground, 12 metres out from the line by Herbert, finished off by Seyfarth. Set restart, Alex Seyfarth, that was dumb. Gives it away easily by just lying on the tackle player. Now the Roosters take it to within 9 metres of the goal line with another set. They've got to score. Comes to the right, Jerry Evans, Walker, floats a pass over the top to Wanganita-Waze, but the touchline was near, and he's caught 7 out from the goal line. He plays it 5 in from the western touchline after the tackle from Sukuru. Walker, short side right to Wong. A little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, tackled 9 metres out. Play to Robson. Open side left, Walker, stepping run into Seyfarth. Ball flicks up out the back. Roosters have it, 12 metres out from the goal line through Lenu, ran around his own bloke, so succumbs 12 out in front of the post. Play to Robson. Goes left to Cherry Evans, away to Ramsey. Patrick Herbert, great defence, charged at him, 13 out. Last play, Roosters, 12 all to score. It comes away, Cherry Evans, goes right to Walker, crossfield kick. There's a shocker from Walker, caught in goal by the West Tigers, and they've got a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set. The Roosters attack, I'll let you question that, but I also want to praise the Tigers' goal line defence for 3 straight sets.
Oh, they were unbelievable there, the West Tigers, with their defence. Their line speed was up in their face. They didn't come out of their structure. They just defended together. They kept a nice straight line, and the Roosters didn't know what to do. There was no direct attack at all from the Roosters. It was all sideways, all made up, horrible.
It's the only fight in centre field. He's going to be taken. Oh, that's a good run. 39 out from the Sydney Roosters line. 12 all to score, and we've had nearly 8 minutes of the second half. Madden chips over the top, but Ramsey's there in plenty of time. He's got it 7 out from his own line, but the chase really, really good. Put to the ground there by Sukar and Madden. 6 out from the Roosters line. Let's check in downstairs, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, well, it's all West Tigers down here, Andrew, and again, the resilience they showed defending their own try line was just amazing there, but Luke Lewis got it 100% right. The Roosters are trying to come up with trick plays to score tries rather than apply pressure.
All right, so now the Roosters, 27 out from their own goal line. It's played, and they come to the right. Wong played it. Goes right, Lenu. Ran straight through Luai. Fins away from May. Sends it back centre field left to Watson up the middle. Beat Seyfarth. Tackled 3 short of halfway by Sione Fainu. In fact, it was Samuela. On the last, Jerry Evans drills a low kick between Buller and Tupou. Picked up by Buller. 6 out from his own line. Crosses the 10. Beat Collins. But now he's caught 20 out from his own goal line. Southern end. Plays it to Luai. He sends it away left this time. And tackle made on Tupou. 28 out from his own line. Good quick play the ball to Luai. Goes right to Sol Sukuru. He's caught by Robson. 12 metres short of halfway. And crops it with Watson. Played to Croyasau. Goes right centre field. Sukar. Fends away from Watson. Got away from Collins. Straightens into Robson and Watson. And he'll play it 4 metres short of halfway. Roosters 12. Tigers 12. Croyasau left to Luai. Short ball Samuela. Fainu, he links up with Buller. He's over 30. Beats one. Finally got the pass to his left. Sol Sukuru. He dives over in the corner. 2 games for this young bloke. 3 tries in the NRL. West 4th of the day. 16-12. Tigers lead Roosters. 9.5 gone in the second half. Luke Lewis.
Yeah, well, you talk about the defence winning games. Well, defence just gives you confidence. The West Tigers defended their line like it meant something. They did such a good job. They held in there, and they finally get the ball back. And it's just a simple little play down the left edge. Really nice dummy half work. It'll play out the back. It looks like he's going to go out the back. Sorry, I should say Jerome Luai. And then Fino just gets through, gets that ball carrying arm free, and then Jareem Buller pushing up in the right spot. He's got speed to burn. And I'll tell you what he does here. He does a great job on the fullback. He just waits, holds the ball up, make sure he draws Cody Ramsey, I should say, and then Suka, it's like as easy as you like, just cruises over and gets his third try in 2 NRL games.
Sol Sukuru gets the try, and Samuela Finu had a big smile on his face just after he passed it. There's still about 50 metres to travel, but he knew Matthew Elliott. He knew.
Well, you do know when you see Jareem Buller get the ball in the clear, and that was a lovely pass from Finu there. And all I can say, Andrew, is all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
That's not the song Kathy wanted.
That's the one I gave, though.
I know. She was after the Mariah Carey version. You've got that in you. Now, a merciful goal-kicking change here for the Tigers. It's Appy Koroyasau replacing Jock Madden, 22 out. 5 in from the Western touchline. The Tigers have scored 4 tries to 2. They lead 16-12, but there's still 29 minutes to go. Here's Koroyasau, couple of steps back, moves in out wide, strikes it with the right boot, heading towards the post. He likes it, he's kicked the goal. Try to Appy, and it's no, not a try to Appy, a goal to Appy. 18-12, West lead the Roosters. What did I say to you in the toilets at half time, Louis?
Yeah, there should be Appy Koroyasau should be kicking the goals, and he nailed it from the sideline.
Around the grounds in the New South Wales Women's Rugby League, Parramatta 26 leading Cronulla Sutherland 4. AFL third quarter, Swans 75 leading North Melbourne 54. Full-time AFLW, a win for Carlton. They've beaten Adelaide Crows 50-23. Here's the restart. Don't forget NRLW action to come here on NRL Sunday. It's Cronulla and Parramatta at Shark Park with Declan Byrne, Dean Hallitown, Bridget Murphy is from the kickoff. The West Tigers have a 20 out for their own goal line. The ball played by Fanua Bolle. Comes right to Samuela Finu. He's taken 24 out from his own line. Play to Appy Koroyasau. Goes centre field right to Sione Finu. Up the middle he goes and pop the pass to Koroyasau. He's up over the 40-metre line. Now taken 4 short of halfway. Plays the ball to Madden. Comes back left. Terrell May on the surge. Oh, no, he's dropped the ball, Terrell May. They've just regained the ascendancy and they can't complete the set. Roosters pick it up. They go right to Toya. He's tackled a metre in West Tigers territory, 8 in from the Western touchline. Fahu White and Victor Radley about to come back on. White replaces Collins, interchange number 4. And Trent Robinson doesn't want to muck around here with his team down 18-12 with 28 minutes to go. To the left, Lenu. He's run the ball with some vigour. He's scored 35 metres out from the West Tigers goal line. After the Terrell May mistake, Robson sends a left to Fahu White. Surging run, gets to within 21 of the line. Victor Radley comes on now for Lenu. Played to Robson, goes right, Cherry Evans comes back to the left with a long ball away to Watson. Watson comes back to the right to Ramsey. Ramsey caught 12 metres out from the line. The goal line defence tested again here for the West Tigers, who lead 18-12. Robson fires it left, Cherry Evans to Walker. Puts a little stat pick, Bullet's there. Picks it up 2 out from his own line. Heads over the 10. Caught 15 out from his own line. 27 and a half to go. West Tigers fans, you can at least dare to dream. They lead 18 points to 12 as now they take it to their own 20.
Oh, you got Sam Walker at the moment, a little bit kick happy. Every time he gets close to the line, he just wants to kick the ball. The thing is, too, the Roosters just aren't doing what they used to do. I'm so used to seeing them down here get the ball at 100 miles an hour and run and take players on. They're just skipping across field trying to make stuff up. It's horrible to watch.
Samuela Finu caught outside his 30, played to Koroyasau, goes right to Bunty Afoa on the field for the first time, and he's tackled 8 short of halfway, played on the last. Koroyasau goes right, Madden a kick, again very, very shallow, straight down the throat of Nwanganita-Waze. He fires it left to Ramsey, but Ramsey surrounded, great chase headed by Sukar, and May, and the tackle comes, 30 out from the Roosters line, 13 minutes, 30 gone second half, 18-12 to the Tigers, played to Walker, comes right, there's time to support, and he tackle made about 14 short of halfway on Billy Smith. Plays it to Walker. Gee, that was nearly forward to the right to Nafahu White. White a typical run through 1-2. Caught on halfway eventually. Plays the ball to Robson. He's fires it left to Radley. Delayed pass, no. He dummy. Double punt to Radley. Held on to it, tackled. 37 away from the west line. Now Robson to the left to Walker. Short ball away to Fiketti. Nailed by Karoyasau and one other defender, Madden. 27 away on the last. Walker, a little kick to the short side left. Jareem Buller flies above the pack. Great catch, but it's a penalty going to the Roosters. There's a Rooster chase and knocked off the ball. Penalty goes to the Sydney Roosters. Penalties are 3-2 to the West Tigers. With 25 and a half to go, West 18, Roosters 12.
Well, you just can't do it this day and age. As soon as you're not making a play at the ball and you touch someone coming down to attempt to go up for the ball, you can't do it. It's a penalty every day of the week. But if the Tigers just continue to do what they're doing here, they should be fine and turn the Roosters away.
Bradley goes right to Watson. Caught in a smothering tackle by Safar. 10 out for the goal line. Robson left to White. Left foot step by Nafahu. Sukar was one of 3 defenders in there, including Fanua Bole. 8 metres out. 18-12 West lead, but the Roosters on the attack, and they give away a set restart, the Roosters. Comes left to Watson, but a Roosters player, I think it was Radley, has knocked a West Tiger off the ball and conceded a penalty. That is what you call a brain explosion.
Well,
penalty West Tigers.
I don't know what he does there. He's actually running. He's looking at the ball. I actually don't know what he does there, to be fair. I think the defender's got a little bit of a...
Well, they have a challenge if you disagreed with it.
Yeah, I find that a really bizarre one. I was just watching that replay. That was at full speed. It looked fine to me. I don't get it.
West fine touch, 25 out from their own line. Touchline, Matt Elliott.
Well, Andrew, you're speaking my language when you talked about that brain explosion, and that really sums up a lot of the Roosters' execution at the moment. Their focus is not here at all.
Here's Karoyasau now. Works it left for the Tigers. They're 14 short of halfway, and they now get a set restart. Their second of the day. Karoyasau left to Safar to Luai. Bodies in motion. Samuela Fainu bounced away from Cherry Evans. Caught by Watson and Toya, and also in there was Wong 8 short of halfway. Now it's Bunty Afoa. He's to halfway. Put to the ground. 18-12 Tigers lead. 15 gone second half. Make it 16 gone. Short side left. Buller away to Samuela Fainu. Caught by Ramsey and Cherry Evans. 32 out from the Roosters line. Ball played to Karoyasau. Spins at centre field right to Madden. Turns it back on the inside. Bole got straight past 1 or 2. Now wrapped up 26 metres out from the goal line. Last play. Karoyasau goes right. Madden the kick. 29 metres out. Flying through is Skelton. Up they go. Great catch. Billy Smith for the Roosters. 9 out from his own goal line. 23 and a half to play. 18-12 Tigers. And now the Roosters have it 13 out from their own line.
Yeah, well, the Roosters have just got to complete sets and get down the other end, because at the moment it's all the West Tigers. They're doing everything right. They're running harder. They're tackling harder. They've got more energy and more enthusiasm. So they're doing a good job, the Tigers.
That puts you back on the field now for the Roosters. He started the game and now he hits it up too. Caught 28 out from his own line. Good quick play the ball to Robson. Goes left to Walker. Dummies. And runs into the formidable shape of Bunty Afoa. And he'll play it 9 short of halfway to Robson on the last. Comes right. Cherry Evans inside the 40. Kicks across his body, but Buller knew. He takes it 17 out from his own line. Eastern side. Heads over the 20 and he's caught. 29 out from his own line. The chase from Fiketti and Savala. They work it open side left to Jarrell Skelton, who scored 2 tries in the first half. Here he's tackled 14 short of halfway by Robson. Plays it to Madden. Comes centre field left, Sione Fainu. He's caught about 8 short of halfway. Good quick play the ball to Karoyasau. Goes right to Safar. Safar over halfway and popped the ball in the tackle away to Karoyasau. And he's nailed from behind by Walker. Around the shoulder, says referee Klein. 8 metres in Roosters territory. Safar dummy half. Goes left to Bole up the middle into Nafahu, White and Robson. Tackled, standing in the tackle. About 30 out from the goal line. Played on the last. Karoyasau can't find it. Now he picks it up and in slow motion works it right to Madden. Puts up the kick from 32 out. Skelton in pursuit against Smith. Up they go. The ball is lost beat by everyone. Cleaned up by Savala. He's tackled 5 out from his own line. 3 in from touch in the northeast corner. 18 gone second half. West 18. Sydney Roosters 12 as Smith's now tackled 11 out from his own line.
Another great job there by the West Tigers, getting through their set and putting that kick down to that right corner, making the Roosters come out from that little 10 by 10 zone. That's what they need to continue to do, and they're doing it really well this afternoon.
So now Ramsey out of dummy half, up over the 20, caught 27 out from his own line on play 4. Earlier, Cronulla Sutherland 30, beat Gold Coast 22. Nafahu White now runs into Arfoa and Luai, 10 short of halfway, bringing up the last for the Tricolours. Robson goes right to Walker. He kicks it downfield. Will he find the deck? No. Good effort by Jareen Buller, sprinting to his right on his own 10. It's over the 20, and he's taken there by Savala. And Fiketti, 26 out from his own line for the West Tigers. Madden dummy half. Goes left to Skelton, caught 32 out from his own line. 18-12, West Tigers lead, 21 minutes to go. Madden, he sends it centre field left as the Tigers get to within 12 metres of halfway. Pat Herbert plays it to Karoyasau. Comes back left to Luai, then out the back Semwellafine, who's been terrific. Here he's caught by Toyer and Walker, 4 short of halfway, played to Luai. Short side left to Karoyasau, then quick hands away from Sakuru to Tupou. He's over the 20, he's on the pass to Appy. He's a happy. Karoyasau dives over to score a great Roosters try. What's happening? West Tigers 22, Sydney Roosters 12. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go here in the second half. Luke Lewis, the try to Appy Karoyasau. What a ripper that was.
Yeah, beautiful try here. Really nice vision down the short side here it was. It was a quick play the ball from Finer that gives them the opportunity. And then Appy Karoyasau notices it's only 2 down the short side. But I love they don't do a cutout pass. It's just through the hands. Nice bit of football there. Good skill. And then just all West Tigers players pushing up the middle of the field, waiting for the pass to come back infield. And Appy Karoyasau, the man that gets the ball and scores a great try. But the West Tigers, 5 tries to 2. Yeah. Absolutely mind-blowing the way that they're playing. Where's this been all year?
Touchline we go, Matthew Elliott.
What about Appy Karoyasau? He's a hooker, Andrew, but he played like a halfback then. He saw that opportunity down the short side, didn't go to hooker, just went down there, created a 3-on-2 and then pushed through the middle of the field. That is absolute genius. That's why I love him so much.
Ralph Tucker just reminded me, our producer, that when I phoned Chris Hyington yesterday to record our Getting to Know You segment we played today, I said, good luck tomorrow, mate, against the Roosters. He said, we'll be good tomorrow, don't worry, we'll be good. I laughed at poor old hind dog. But they've been good. They lead 22-12 and Karoyasau 14 out, 20 in from the western touchline. 19 minutes to go. He stares down to the footy, Karoyasau. He landed his first kick from much wider position than this to give them a lead of 2 converted tries. In the twilight here at the Sydney Football Stadium, he strikes it, Karoyasau likes it, kicks the goal, he's 2 out of 2. It's 24-12. West Tigers lead the Sydney Roosters.
You know what? I can't even see any possible way for the Roosters to come back. Like, I don't see any attack. I don't see any energy. I don't see any enthusiasm. I don't even know who the person's going to change it. If they're going to change it, they're running sideways like the under-6s. You know, the under-6, you get the ball, you run sideways and go around them. That's how they're playing at the moment.
Around the grounds, New South Wales Women's Rugby League. Parramatta 26, leading Cronulla 4. AFL, Swans 81, leading North Melbourne 54. And AFLW, Port Adelaide leading Hawthorn 1-0. By the way, my co-host on NRL Monday will be Connor Watson. He'll be in a good mood if they get beat, with my special guest to be the Kangaroos coach and the incoming St Helens coach, Kevy Walters. We spoke to his young bloke Billy on our pre-game show yesterday. Here's the West Tigers now with a 24-12 lead. 18 out from their own goal line. Ball played to Karoyasau. Comes right to Bolle. He's just an ever-ready boy, Fanua Bolle. He's scored here 28 out from his own line. Plays the ball. Appy goes left to Safer. Nailed 33 out from his own line on play 4. Karoyasau. He kicks from inside the 40, looking for a 40-20. He's got the angle, he's got the kick. Oh, Appy's done it. What a magnificent 40-20. He just winks at his teammates as if to say, no worries. No worries. It's going to be a West Tigers ball, 19 out from the Roosters line. 24-12 they lead with 18 minutes to go. What a play.
That's a massive play.
Tap taken by Safebar. Steps into White. Butcher there also. He's caught 9 metres out from the goal line. Karoyasau comes to the left. A Bunty Afoa up the middle. but he's caught 1 metre, half a metre out. Dare I say a 15th out from the goal line. Played to Croissau. Delayed ball goes left to Madden. Show and go by Jock, but he's caught 5 out from the goal line. Plays it to Croissau. He goes right to Afoa. Hit and spin into Radley. Got the ball back to Croissau. He ducks, he burrows, and he's going to be caught a metre out from the goal line. Right in front of the northern post. Played safe half. Comes to the left to Bolle. Bolle beat one, dragged down 3 metres away. Last tackle Tigers. Croissau goes left to Luai. Luai falls over. Passes to Buller. Goes to the right, Madden. Puts in a stab kick coming through Herbert. Dived on in goal by the Roosters. In fact, getting into the field to play quite brilliantly is Billy Smith. It remains 24-12 Tigers. 17 minutes left. How did the Roosters hold on there, Luke Lewis?
I don't know, but that was a brilliant pick up there from Billy Smith. That ball, it was sort of curving around nicely to Patrick Herbert, but he just gets his body in front, picks the ball up around his ankles and stays in the field of play. Huge.
Jerry Evans now taken 28 out from his own line. Play to Robson. Open side right to White. Tackled 15 short of halfway. 16 and a half to go. West Tigers 24, Roosters 12. Walker in the last. Little chip over the top. Who's coming through? Oh, it goes straight through the hands of Sakunu. Picked up Toya. Goes right to Wanganita-Waze. Marky's going to be tackled and 11 out. And it's a penalty. High tackle on the Wanganita-Waze. Penalty goes to the Roosters. 10 out. 9 in from touch in the southwest corner of the ground.
Yeah, well, that was pretty lucky there. The bounce, it sort of goes through the legs there, I think, of the West Tigers and pops up out the back, and then it was the West Tigers.
They take the tap, Louis. Jerry Evans, he goes left to Butcher. He straightens, caught 6 out from the line. Roosters on the attack down 24-12 with 15 minutes 48 to go. Radley hands it on from the inside to Fahu White. Stands in the tackle of Sam Willafinu, now on the ground. 2 out for the goal line. Play to Robson. Short side right, they got numbers. Walker. And stepping past 1-2. Rod Toyer is over to score. Left 2 in his wake. Luai and Sam Willafinu. And Rob Toyer gets a try for the Roosters with 15 and a half to go. West Tigers 24. Sydney Roosters 16. Brilliant footwork from Rob Toyer.
Yeah, I think you took the words right out of my mouth there. It's the footwork here of Rob Toyer. As soon as he gets the ball, he just stops. Oh, it comes back off that right foot, and then just beautiful balance to get away from all West Tigers defenders and scores a try. Gets them back into the game with 24-16 for kick to come. But they're always going to make you sort of, the West Tigers fans just a little bit edgy, weren't they?
It's never going to be easy.
No, correct, but nice try there from the Roosters.
24-16 Roosters. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Well, Luke Lewis has been talking about it the whole half, about the need for the Roosters to play direct and not try and come up with a play to beat the player, but for someone individually to do it. And that's what we saw from Rod Toyer then. Went off his right foot and scored much needed try for the Roosters.
So now Sam Walker right in front of Matt Elliott to line up the conversion. Well, he's doing that now. 23-24 metres out. 9 in from the western touchline. Important kick to get them to within a converted try. Sign in the crowd, Toyer, story 4. And the penalty was awarded against the Tigers for the tackle on the Wanganita-Waze. Then just brilliant footwork from Toyer. So here's Sam Walker. He's kicked 2 from 2. His first shot of the second half. They've got a great view. He strikes at Sam Walker, heading towards the post, heading towards the upright. He hit it and missed the kick. So he's 2 from 3 as the ball ricocheted back into the field of play. 24-16, West Tigers lead the Roosters, an 8-point gap, so they still have a bit of insurance, the West Tigers. 14 minutes to play. As we look at things around the grounds, NRL Women's Rugby League, I should say, a win for the Parramatta Eels. They've beaten Cronulla Sutherland 30 points to 4, and those two teams meet in the NRLW shortly. We've got in the AFL final quarter, Sydney Swans leading North Melbourne 96-60. And in the AFLW first quarter, 1-1 Port Adelaide and Hawthorn. Kickoff taken by Cherry Evans. Goes left to Nafahu White. And he's going to be taken 20 out from his own line. 19 in from the western touchline by Seyfarth and May. Now comes left. And Wanganita-Waze beats 1-2. Dragged down 32 out from his own line. West can't let him go. Ball played to Robson. Fires it away left, Butcher to Walker, then a cut-out pass to Smith down the eastern touchline. Steps in field, taken 1 metre in West Territory. Played to Savala. Goes right to Walker. Short ball away, Butcher. He's going to be taken by Sukar and 2 others. 8 metres in West Territory. Arfoa was involved. Robson fires back to the left. Goes himself in the end. Tackled 30 out for the goal line. Plays it on the last tackle to Radley. Short side left, Walker. Room to move. Puts up a challenging kick for Buller. Up they go. Players coming through. Buller! What a great catch, Jareem Buller. 2 out from the West Tigers line as West continue to lead 24-16. They play and it comes left to Skelton. He scored 8 out from his own line by Butcher. Played to Karoya. Selwood juggling play on the left edge by Fainu. 11 out from his own line. Luai goes left to Tupou. Knocked to the ground. 18 out from the goal line. His own. Played to Luai. Open side right it comes for the West Tigers. 26 out from their own line. West 24, Roosters 16, 12 and a half to play. Madden kicks it downfield. Down to the left wing of Billy Smith with the catch. 30 out from his own line. Thought to give the pass away to Ramsey. Runs it back himself. Scored 4 short of halfway. 12 and a half still to play, Luke Lewis.
Yeah, well, the momentum slowly shifted back to the Roosters at the moment, especially with their last set. There was like 90 metres set with the ball in hand, but they can start to feel the pressure coming, so they're starting to play a little bit of footy now, the Roosters.
Bradley goes right away to Wong. Karoya Sow's there with Samuel Fainu and Luai. Still he stands in the tackle. 38 out for the West Tigers line, and they give away a penalty, a leg pull from Appy. So a penalty goes to the Roosters. And they take the tap and they've lost the ball. That Robson putting it down. Pick the ball up. Bullet for the West Tigers. They've got a 28 out from their own line. What a let-off for the Tigers who lead 24-16 to the touchline. Matthew Elliott.
Well, Robson took the quick tap, Andrew, and he actually found space there, but I couldn't quite see the West Tigers player who did it, but swiped his arm down there, knocked the ball free. A really good defensive play from the West Tigers.
Bundy Afoa off, Sione Fainu back on their 7th interchange. They have 1 left with 11 and a half to go. Mayan offload to Karoya Sow. He got the ball away to the right side as the Tigers are 3 metres short of halfway. It's played by Buller to Karoya Sow. Goes left, safe path to Madden, then away to Fainu. Samuel tackle 4 metres in Roosters half. Played on the last. Luai goes right. Madden the kick from 46 metres out. Gentle push there from Radley. That should be okay. It's caught by Ramsey. Ramsey got straight past Okuru. Straight past Karoya Sow. Straight past Tupou. No, Junior Tupou came back at him. 30 out from the Roosters line. Played to Toya. He gets away from Tupou into safe path. Caught 11 short of halfway. 10 minutes 45 to go. West 24, Sydney Roosters 16. Now it's Butcher in centre field for the Roosters. He's caught by Sione Fainu. Sukar and Madden a metre in West Territory. Robson goes left to a running Walker. Links up Savala to Smith down the eastern touchline, but he ran out of room. And he's put to the ground by Skelton. 28 out for the goal line. Plays it. They go to the right. Walker spins it away further centre field right to Radley. Drifts across field. Floated a pass. Tipped on by Wong to Toya. Toya to the 20. Got it away to Wong and into Waze. Pass safe path. Easily past Luai. Take from Buller. For the goal line. Marky Mark. Has he done the impossible? He has. How has Marky Mark done it? Safe path and Luai should have put him down. The Wong and into Waze kept going. 10 to go. And he's like a little puppy dog. He shakes his head as if to say, let's reset. Let's go, boys. 24-20, Tigers lead. Kick to come. What an effort by Marky Mark. Mark Nwanganitawaze.
There's a freak Mark Nwanganitawaze, isn't he? But Rob Toya does such a good job. He hits the ball. He gets a nice little bounce. He just waits and then passes the mark at the right time. And then just the footwork, the skill and the balance that he shows here. And then the strength just to push through a couple of West Tigers players. And he sort of rolls over the top. He's got to fight a fair bit to get the ball down. And he's still fighting. It's in slow-mo at the moment. But he comes back and then just jams the ball down. Oh, there could be movement in it. Oh, there could be a little bit of ball movement here, Andrew.
Did he lose control down to the touchline? Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, my first look at it, Andrew, was that he has lost control.
I wonder if that was what he really gave his head a shake.
Yeah, no grip. It's on his forearm, no hand on it.
score. I think it's stayed in contact with his hand.
So do I, watching that last replay.
I don't. I think it goes on his forearm, and then as it goes down, his fingers touch the ball again. I'm not going to say safely that he regrips that.
Well, let's see. Sam Walker's lining up the kick. I think it's Ashley Klein's approaching him, so not just yet, Sam.
Under review, mate. Sam.
And time off. It's going to the bunker officially. So Nwanganita-Waze is in the in-goal area.
The in-goal, just looking at possession now. As you can see here, the ball comes away from the forearm and he no longer has a grip of his fingers. He needs to re-grip or hold the ball prior to grounding it, and he fails to do so. This is a knock-on over the goal
Great
line.
shout, Louis. And that head-on replay shows it beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it definitely leaves his grip, and then he just doesn't have enough time to re-grip it. So that is the correct call. The bunker got it right.
Credit to the bunker. And credit to me, I wrote in his whole name, but now I've got to cross it out. So, no try. Score remains 24-16. West Tigers lead Sydney Roosters with 10 minutes to go. The scoreboard needs to readjust. West Tigers from the tap, 25 out from their own goal line. Ball played to Karoyasau. Comes back towards centre of the field. 24-16, West lead. 30 out from their own line, the Tigers. As here, Pat Herbert is down injured after being tackled. Staying down, the crowd booing him. Haven't seen a crowd figure just yet.
On report too. I think it's Victor Radley.
Well, Radley was in there with Nafahu White.
He gets a shoulder to the head.
So Radley on report. Well, I think he's stolen the pathway set by Jared Warrior-Hargreaves to the ATM every Monday. Victor Radley, so he's on report in the 71st minute. The West Tigers fine touch right on halfway. Tap taken. Sakuru goes to the right. Madden away to Samuela Fainu. He's tackled 2 metres in Roosters territory. So what about the change of events here in the last, 2 or 3 minutes? Karoyasau goes right to Luai. Back on the inside to Sukar. He's caught standing the tackle. 5 metres in Roosters territory. 9 minutes, 10 to go. Karoyasau darts to the right. Turns it on the inside to Sione Fainu. He backs his way over the 40 into Nafahu White. And he'll play it 38 out from the goal line to Karoyasau. Goes left to Madden to Luai. Plays out the back to Sakuru. And Sol's caught 30 out from the Roosters blind. 16 in from touch western side. Dummy half Karoyasau. Goes right to Luai. Slowly, links up finally with Madden, then away to Jareem Buller. Buller over the 30, got the pass on to Herbert. Pat Herbert's caught, 18 out, 5 in from touch in the northeast corner. Last tackle, Tigers who lead 24-16. Comes left Madden, the kick from 21 metres out. Pressure on Ramsey. Oh, great catch, Cody. And he's away from Buller. Gets to the 20-metre line and he's going to be felled there. 12 metres in from the eastern touchline. 8 minutes, 20 to go. 24-16. Could this be the upset of the year as the Roosters are caught 25 out from their own line?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? The West Tigers have been so good, but you wouldn't pick them to beat the Roosters today. But they've turned up with a great attitude, and so far they're still in front with 8 minutes left on the clock. But here come the Roosters down the right side.
Toya runs into Luai and put the ground with Sakuru's help. 2 metres in West Territory. Remembering the Tigers have lost 8 in a row. The Roosters have won 8 in a row. Radley goes left to White. He got the pass away, Ramsey. Plays out the back now to Leslie Paquetti. Got past Batten. Got past Kelton. Got past Safe Farm. Now tackled 18 out from the goal line. Desperate defence from Sukar. On the last comes right Walker. They run it. Radley puts in a cross-field kick. It was a shocker. Great catch by Nwanganita-Waze. Two-handed pass over the top to Wong. Then back to Radley. Short side right to Butcher. The human fun doesn't want it. Gives it to Marky Mark. Pass 1-2. Nwanganita-Waze over the 10. Quick pass to Walker. Oh, put a fork in me. I'm done. I've seen everything. I don't need anything else. What a try! Nwanganita-Waze finishes it off. Remarkable. 24-20, the Tigers lead. 7 minutes to go, Luke Lewis.
Well, this is remarkable. Absolutely unbelievable. What about Victor Radley's kick? And then the catch there from Mark Nwanganita-Waze. The strength, the basketball over the top. Mark Nwanganita-Waze is still on the floor. He sees that the ball's still alive, so he gets back up and he goes, boys, I'll use my speed and strength to push through here. But it's a little no-look flick pass to hit Sam Walker on the chest and goes over and scores a great try for the Roosters. And here's Sam Walker here, already lined up, and they're just checking something, so they're telling them to wait. But that is champagne there from the Roosters.
Sam Walker finishes it off. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant skill from Nwanganita-Waze.
Let's confirm, Sam. Let's go.
24-20, try confirmed. We'll check in with Matt after the kick. Walker 21 out, 13 or 14 in from the western touchline. What a game this is turning out to be with under 6.5 minutes to go. NRL Sunday on ABC Sport. Hope you're enjoying the action. If you're a Tigers fan, I get it. Your knuckles are pale. Your fingernails are shot. Walker strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal for the Sydney Roosters. He is 3 out of 4. West 24, Sydney Roosters 22. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Well, two bits of brilliance from Nwanganita-Waze in that play there, Andrew. 7 passes and 1 kick before he got the ball back. But that flick pass there, he'd already beaten 2 players. He was getting well into the backfield, and wow. Poor Samuel finally coming from the field as well, Andrew, and not looking good.
All right, well, that's a real blow. Yeah, he's walking very gingerly past Matt Elliott right now. So, West Tigers, Jock Madden to kick off. Can they possibly hold on? 6 minutes must seem like 666 minutes. Probably a bad example in terms of numbers as it comes away from the kickoff to Nafahu White. He's tackled 20 out from his own line. Plays the ball to Cherry Evans. Goes left to Nwanganita-Waze. Here he's scored 28 out from his own line. Dummy half Reece Robson. He'll go to the left, centre field to Radley. Radley up the middle, he goes into Safe Half and Sukar. Caught 9 short of halfway, but they're making ground. Robson comes right to Butcher. Butcher in centre field has it. Fanua Bole's in there to make the tackle with Sione Fainu and Alex Seyfarth. Couple of tackles left, Robson to the left. Walker to Ramsey, got straight past Herman. Straight past another. One-handed Zavala. Was there a tackle off their ball? There was. It's a penalty to the Roosters. It's in goal kicking range for Slam and Sammy Walker. Now, where's he pointing to the spot, Ashley Klein?
Well, it wasn't that far back.
No, I don't think so either, but he's taken it 37 metres out, 11 in from the eastern touchline with 5 minutes to go.
The penalty he gets tackled for is on 30-metre line.
That's right, they'll fix it.
They'll fix it now.
They'll fix it.
I was thinking that's the wrong call.
So time off says Ashley Klein, and I think he's getting clarity. It's 33 metres out, 15 in from the eastern touchline. You've got to take the 2, don't you?
Well, I think they weren't going to take the 2, but now because it's up here, they've got to take the 2.
Yeah, well, Sam Walker too, one of the great kickers in the game. They will take the 2.
Massive difference.
24-22 to the West Tigers. 5 minutes left. Touchline, Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, well, the Roosters bench was getting a little animated there when they signalled to take the tap. There were people jumping up and down and had the 2 fingers up. So and they weren't directed at me, so they were definitely they finally got the message out there.
And they've got it right. But imagine if you took the tap from the wrong position. When the 2 points is to come here, Walker's taken it 35 out, 15 from the eastern touchline. What?
No, I just love Sam Walker. Just some of the things he does makes me laugh.
What do you do then?
Well, I just love the way he does. He waits, he talks to the referee, puts the kick and tee down. As he looks away a little, he just moves it forward a tad more.
He gets fined every week, Sam Walker, like a lot.
That's so good.
Sam Walker and Nathan Cleary are the most fined players in the NRL by far for goal kicking. You never hear about the fines, but they both cop it every single week. Here's Walker. He moves in. Sam Walker strikes it, lights it, kicks it, levels it. 24 all. 4 minutes 14 to go. Now, I don't know about, I don't want to preempt anything, but if I'm going to back a team to win it from 24 all, it's the Roosters. Daly Cherry Evans does this in his sleep. He'll kick a winning field goal. I've got no doubt. And who's going to do it for the West Tigers before this great crowd of 26,240?
Sam Walker can do them as well, but how big Royce out to dummy up? He might pull them off. Throw a big dummy.
Oh!
Go himself.
Here's the kick-off from Jock Madden. So Tigers have got to pin the Roosters down here. Taken by Cherry Evans. Goes left to Nafahu White. Nafahu's down, 19 out from his own line. 4 minutes to go. 24 all the score. Louis, this is weird. I don't want this to end. It comes to the left of the Wanganita Waze, and he scored 25 out from his own line, and that's not just because I want the Swans traffic to clear out.
We might get another 100-minute game. Oh, no, it only goes for 90.
Yeah, I was going to say, something's gone horribly wrong. Roosters 35 out from their own line. Ball played Robson. Goes right Bradley. Charges in and through Karoyasau. Into Luai and Bolle. Caught 7 short of halfway on play 4. 24 all the score. Roosters with it. White centre field. Up over halfway he goes into Sione Finu and Suka. 46 out last tackle. Robson goes right. Cherry Evans too far out for him. Kicks it down to the left wing of Junior Tupou. Catches it 6 out from his own goal line. Charges there in the defence of Wong. Caught 12 out from his own line. Toya there as well. 24 all. 3 minutes to go. Now here's the West Tigers. Sakuru caught 15 out from his own line. If they got anything left here, the Tigers. Karoyasau. He goes right to Skelton. Caught 3 plays in on his own 20. 24 all the score. Exciting stuff. Now Sione Finu knocked to the ground. 22 out from his own line. 2 plays left. Karoyasau goes left. May, Luai, cut out past Sakuru. Steps in field. Nailed by Toya. Right on his own 38 in from the western touchline. Last tackle. Safer goes to the deep set Madden, but he's a very short kicker. And it's again the case. Caught by Ramsey. 24 out from his own line. He'll get over the 40 here, Ramsey. He does. He's caught 6 short of halfway with 2 minutes 20 to go on a 24 all score.
Yeah, well, that was a good defensive set there, wasn't it, from the Roosters? This will be a really good chance for them to kick the field goal in this set.
Meter in West Territory on play 2. 18 in from the eastern touchline. Walker dummy half. Goes right, Bradley to White. Put the fend on. Got away from Appy. Then flooded a pass intercepted on to Fahu. He wants that back. And the Tigers have it 2 metres in Roosters half. Terrell made the intercept. Now they work it right edge. The West Tigers to within 38 of the goal line. Who's going to step up for them with 1:45 to go? Karoyasau goes left. Terrell May up the middle. Taken by White and Cherry Evans. 32 out from the goal line. Ball play to Appy. Sends it left to Safeguard. He's scored 25 out from the line. Karoyasau, he's pointing, he's waving. He says, let's go up the middle, boys. Jareen
You'll take the ball there, tackle 3.
Are you kidding?
You're right.
No, he got
they're checking Victor Radley, are they?
Yeah, he was stumbling as he goes back. I reckon it's going to get a HIA here.
Yeah, he's pointing at his head.
I'm concerned about you.
But Jock Madden's been standing in the same position for the last 2 plays. He's trying to dictate terms on where they set up for this field goal. He just gets his head in the wrong spot there too, Victor Radley.
So Radley's had a lot of concussions. So that's why the concern. He's off. Lindsay Collins on with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. 3 tackles into the set for West. They're 22 metres out. Madden stands beyond the 30, but he's a very short kicker. Played to Karoyasau. They work at left edge. Bolle. He's caught 18-17 out from the line.
Here it is.
4 tackles in. No, this is the last. Karoyasau looks for Madden. Jock from 28 out. Snaps it, likes it, kicks it, maybe wins it. Jock Madden. Cometh the hour. Cometh the little halfback. West 25, Roosters 24. 1:01 to go. Are they going to do it? They've got to survive a short kick-off first.
Well, it's funny that you go 24 all. Who would you back? And it's the Roosters. They got perfect opportunity to set up for field position. Nafahu White, who was brilliant every week, and he's so good at getting the nice meters upfield, comes out that offload, and then the West Tigers come up with a kick. That is brilliant work from Jock Madden.
You know they're going to get the ball back here, Roosters, don't you? It's just the way the game's gone. 60 seconds to go. The kick-off to the 30. Tats, but back to the Tigers. Luai's got it. Caught 28 out from his own line. Let's go down to the touchline. And Matthew Elliott.
Well, we've had the crowd very loud for a long time, Andrew, because the Roosters were back in this game. Now they're screaming at Luai about getting up quickly off the ground. Wow, what an absolute mind-blowing game this has been.
38 seconds to go. Safe half. He'll play the ball. And they only go a metre. 25-24 West Tigers. 30 seconds to go. Karoyasau goes right for Nuabole. He's caught 11 short of halfway. 22 seconds to go. Tigers fans. Karoyasau goes left safe up. Nearly ran into his own dude.
That's ridiculous.
He straightens now and caught 3 short of halfway. 1 tackle left. 11 seconds to go. Safe up. Won't get up. I'll tell you what he should. He plays it. Karoyasau kicks it over the touchline. 5, 4.
They've got to pack it.
3. It's not a scrum. It's a play the ball. Time off. Oh, siren sounds. That's it. West Tigers have won.
No. He's going to video.
What a challenge.
Disputing the on-field decision, the ball was kicked into touch.
Disputing the fact the ball was kicked into touch. Yeah. That's my favourite challenge in 100,000 years.
It's going to be an end of game.
Ash Klein there saying to Terrell, mate, I think that's going to be
clear by Appy. Appy now kicks the ball. The kicker is clear from a contact point of view, and the ball goes into touch. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful, guys.
Wow. West Tigers have won. Tigers beat the Roosters 25-24, the upset of the year. Great theatre, great excitement here at the Sydney Football Stadium. Correcting an 8-game losing streak. The Roosters had won 8 in a row. They were on top of the table a couple of days ago, not more. Jock Madden has won it for the West Tigers. Louis, this is why they play the games. That was tremendously exciting.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Look, to be fair, I thought the West Tigers were probably the better team for the afternoon, but the Roosters worked their way back into it. They almost got there again. 24 all, everything was happening, and then you're talking about the team at the top of the competition here. Last play with 2 minutes left on the clock, and they offload the ball without carrying the ball forward. They could have set themselves up perfectly. Had Sam Walker and Cherry Evans ready to go for the field goal. The West Tigers got an intercept, and their setup was perfect. They set up to the left-hand side. They give Jock Madden in the perfect position. He nails the ball and gets the win by 1 point. It was a really good game of footy.
Roosters went into the week first. They end the week third.
Wow, how good's our competition?
Warriors are now first. Penrith second. Roosters are third. Roosters play the Dolphins. I think that's here next week. I'll run through all of that shortly. But what a game that will be. And I'm not sure it can beat the excitement of this. 25-24, the West Tigers win. For West, tries to Jarrell Skelton in the 20th minute, Tony Sukar in the 23rd, Skelton in the 27th, Sol Sakuru in the 50th, Abby Karoyasau in the 60th, Jock Madden none from 3, Abby Karoyasau 2 from 2, Jock Madden a game-winning field goal in the 79th minute, 2 restarts, 1 successful challenge. For the Roosters, tries to Billy Smith in the 3rd and 40th minutes, Rob Sawyer in the 65th, Sam Walker in the 73rd, Walker 4 goals from 5 attempts, Victor Radley on report in the 71st minute, just because it's a day of the week ending in the letter Y. 2 restarts, 1 successful, 1 unsuccessful challenge, penalties 5 apiece. At half-time, 12 all. Full-time, West Tigers 25 beat the Roosters 24 before a crowd of 26,240 people. Let's go down, and Abby Karoyasau, not for the first time, Matt Elliott, one of the heroes for the West Tigers.
Wow, Abby, you look like you're pretty tired, mate. Understandable after that performance. How does that feel after 8 weeks of disappointment?
Yeah, really good. Coming up against the top of the table team like this and coming out and playing the way we did, we needed to be good tonight, and credit to the Roosters too, they're all coming hard.
And what about your teammates? What do you put that down to? That change of mentality tonight was really obvious from the sideline.
Yeah, look, we spoke all week about just going after the hard things. I'm not worrying about the result and, putting the team first. So I think it showed in our actions tonight.
It showed in your actions as well, mate. Some of the play you came up with, particularly that short side play where you went down there and put a try on and some couple of nice kicks. You must be really happy with your own performance.
Yeah, definitely. They taught us to back ourselves and not to worry about the result, and I just did that tonight, and honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it without the boys. You know, they were the ones that put me in that position.
What about the next couple of weeks for the team? Obviously, you want to celebrate this and enjoy this and reflect on it, but what do you want to take out of the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we spoke about building for next year, and you know, the next couple of weeks are really important for that, and that's what we've got to do. So it'll be 1 week at a time. We've got 2 games left, and we'll see how we go.
Really appreciate your time, mate, and congratulations on tonight.
Cheers, mate.
All right, boys, we've got another 7 or 8 minutes or so plenty of time out there for you, Matthew. So many unbelievable things in this game, not the least that Sam Walker try from the work of Mark Nawonganita-Waze, but Jock Madden kicking the winning field goal in the 79th minute after an intercept was thrown by Nafahu White, who's having one of the great all-time seasons. Extraordinary stuff, intercepted by Terrell May, that led to the field goal. Back down to you, Matthew Elliott.
Yes, with Patrick Herbert, mate. Wow, what a performance that was from the team. What do you put that down to, that, you know, the way that the team really rose today?
I think put it down to just keeping it simple, but actually executing our game plan. You know, we didn't get to the end of our sets in the start, and I knew that we knew as a group that if we could get in the arm wrestle, we'll at least compete with the top 4 team, and yeah, we did that.
So what do you take out of this? Like, you've beaten the team that was leading the competition, and really, even though it was a close game at the end and you had to come up with a special play from Jock Madden, you were the dominant team for most of the game. What's the message that you get to yourself and all your teammates?
I think between our 4 walls, we always had that belief. We just couldn't really bring it together, and the results showed that. But I think just sticking at it, trusting the process, and like there's nothing really special. It's just hard work, bro, and we're just happy to get a result, especially against the Roosters.
Your form's been pretty consistent over the last few weeks as well. How did you feel like you went tonight?
It's not about me, bro. I feel like we got on the back of some, like, you know, we got some leg outs in that, so we were in good spots in the field to sort of get some tries, and yeah, it's just about execution. So.
What about, you got a couple of games to go? How do you want to finish this year off?
We just want to win, bro, and then just go out happy. You know, it's a long season, and I think we're ready for the break now. Like, good luck to the Roosters boys in the finals, but we go again.
Really appreciate your time, and congratulations on tonight.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Patrick Herbert with Matt Elliott. Got time for another one, Padre. That was incredible. 5 minutes away, by the way, from heading to Shark Park. Most of you will be listening to Declan Byrne, Dean Hallertau and Bridget Murphy for the NRLW game, the last game in round 8 of the NRLW season, and that with Cronulla Sutherland playing Parramatta. Just the NRL table. Warriors on top on 38 points. Roosters second on 38. Penrith second on 38. Roosters third on 38. Dolphins fourth on 36. Cronulla Sutherland 5th on 34, Newcastle 6th on 32, then South Sydney and North Queensland 30, that's the 8th. Canterbury Bankstown 28, Manly Warringah 26, Melbourne, Canberra 24, Parramatta 22, West 22 now, Brisbane 20, West Tigers are in front of Brisbane, Gold Coast 18, St George Illawarra 14. Well, gee, I hope he's all right, Connor Watson. He's going to be with me tomorrow night on NRL Monday, and he's with you, Matt Elliott, for a quickie now.
Yeah, I'm with Connor, and obviously disappointed, mate. You don't have to really say too much to me to tell me that you are. What do you put that performance down to?
I just think, we just played poorly, to be honest, Matty. We started, probably scored that try early and might have just taken the foot off the pedal there. And, the NRL's too hard just to do that. And we just gave the Tigers too much ball. And, they showed that, they're powerful. They've got big, powerful ball runners. And we just gave them too much footy, didn't defend well enough. And then, just made errors at crucial times. So it was disappointing.
Yeah, I can actually reflect on that just sitting on the sideline doing that. What do you think the feedback will be in the dressing sheds, and how will that shape your week moving forward?
Yeah, no, it'll definitely be, I won't be too happy in there, I'd say, it's a bit of a wake-up call for us, sort of. We've been playing some great footy, so it's really disappointing for us to, turn up and deliver that today. So I think there'll be some honest conversations in there, just talk about, where we, for us to be the side that we want to be, like, we didn't turn up and play like it. So, I think it just comes back to the basics of footy. Mate, it's a simple game, but it's about mentally signing on every single game. And, like I said, it just felt like after that first try, we just took the foot off the pedal a bit, and then it just, made it really hard for us.
I guess moving into the last couple of games and into semi-finals, is there a way to frame this positively to, actually remind everyone that mentality is such an important part of the NRL at the moment, like you shared.
Yeah, of course it is. It's a bit of a wake-up call, mate. Like I just said, we've been playing great footy, so we sort of probably just thought it was going to happen today, but in the reality, you can't turn up and just expect things to happen. You've got to go and make it happen, particularly in the NRL. Every team's too good, mate. So, yeah, let's just make sure next week when we come here and we play the Dolphins again, that we turn up with the right mentality and go after it.
Well, I really appreciate your honesty, mate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Andrew more and make sure that he's kind to you tomorrow night as well.
Thank you, mate. And there's just shout out to Jonty as well. Hope you're going well, mate. I know it's you're going through a tough time at the moment, so I'm thinking of you.
That's a beautiful thing to do on such an occasion, mate. Well done.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man, Conor, and he'll be there for NRL Monday tomorrow night between 6:30 and 7:30. We've only got a minute or two left. Luke Lewis, your ABC Player of the Year, points after West's stunned the Roosters 25-24.
Well, I'm going to go Happy Croyce out for 3. He was brilliant tonight. Everything he did, his defence, his ball play, his eyes up, everything he did tonight was brilliant. So Happy Croyce out, I gave him the 3. 2 points I gave to Patrick Herbert. I thought he was really good out wide. I thought he defended really, really well, but his skill out wide to put Jarrell Skelton over for a couple of tries, he was instrumental in setting those plays up. So he gets my 2. And I went Samuela Fainu for 1 point. So I thought he was really good. But the part that I loved about his game was he was running hard, he was running direct, he didn't overplay his hand, he was down and up off the ground really quick, created a lot of fast players balls around him.
Wow, 0467 920 222, 0467 920 222. Filthy Phil says, woohoo, watch us win remaining games, boys. That was crazy. Love beating the la-di-das. I'm as excited as you, Andrew. Good on you, Filthy Phil. That's a great text. You're entitled to enjoy it, you Tigers fans. It's been another hellish year. Thank you, Matthew Elliott. I'll thank you for most listeners, and I'll see you up in the box.
You will, Andrew. And
thank you, mate.
Can't wait.
All right, Louis, thank you so much for your time, and you'll stick around with me to the 3 or 4 listeners that'll stay with us.
I got you covered.
Thank you, Louis. I appreciate that very much. Thank you to our producer, Ralph Tucker, our man of sound, the Den Dog, Dennis Carnahan and Ned Hall, back in the studio. Thank you for listening. What a game. Let's keep it rolling. Shark Park, Declan Byrne, good evening.
Thank you, Maury. Upset of the year. What a game. We're going to keep it going here at Shark Park. A season of, injuries, mistakes, missed opportunities for the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, who are hosting the Parramatta Eels tonight at Shark Park. 1 win and 6 losses. That's what the run sheet shows for both these teams. So with 4 rounds to go, you do the maths, and it is a case of last chance saloon tonight in the hunt for an unlikely final spot. Whoever wins, they've got that carrot for the next few weeks, but whoever loses will have wooden spoon fears as they hit the pillow tonight. Final game of round 8 in the NRLW tonight on ABC Sport, the end of the Rugby League week, as the 10th place Sharks welcome the 11th place Eels to the Shire. My name's Declan Burns. Great to have your company wherever you are listening, on local radio throughout New South Wales, Queensland and ACT, on Sport Digital, on ABC Listen and Radio Australia across the Pacific. Thank you for tuning in. Alongside me tonight, first up, a man who has played 14 seasons of NRL, nearly 250 games. He's represented New Zealand on 15 occasions. Dean Hallertau, g'day.
Good evening, Declan. Good to be here again at Shark Park. And it's a lot on the line here for both these teams, and looking forward to seeing what kind of football they put out there tonight.
I mentioned that carrot of finals. It's unlikely, but is that something that would come into the locker room or the coaches' chat this week? It's still a possibility.
Well, when seasons start to get away from you, you'll start looking at the permutations with the ladder and results and what might come your way if you can string wins together. So then it does become, we just need a win, and then we give ourselves every chance, and whatever happens with the other results, obviously can't control that, but the win is the most important thing right now. So yeah, they would have talked about it for sure, and they'll be looking to salvage something from their seasons.
The third member of our team tonight, ABC reporter, NRLW superfan, Bridger Murphy. Welcome, how are you?
Hello, Dak. Hello, Dean. Yes, great to be here in Cronulla. A bit of chilly evening down here. The weather app is saying it's 17 degrees, but I reckon it's a couple of degrees cooler than that down here. It's chilly, but things feeling very comfortable for a night game of rugby league. No real wind to report. Ground a little bit dewy and slippery, so we'll see how the girls manage that. But yeah, it's going to be a cracker evening.
What do you think, Sharks v Eels tonight? Which team do you think has it in them to step up and sort of turn around a season of poor form?
I think the Sharks really should be winning this one. You know, when you look on paper, the strength of their team is really enviable. And I think at the start of this season, I was really putting them up to have a really big year. I think they've been quite disappointing across the NRLW season. But the Parramatta Eels, you know, they've got the monkey off their back now, right? They've got that win under the belt, and they could show up here and really bring it to the Cronulla Sharks. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think it might be a tight contest.
As you say, the Eels snapping a 6-game losing streak last week with a win over the Bulldogs. Cronulla Sutherland, they are coming in off the back of consecutive losses to the Cowboys, Titans and Tigers. Let me run you through the team news now, because the Sharks have made a few changes, a couple of them in the last 24 hours. So earlier in the week, they named Brian and Byers coming back in. Shante Kiriaratu and Tale Holmes are both in as well. Eels have 3 changes too. Zali Faye, Chloe Jackson and Rivali Alo coming in. Let's run you through it from top to bottom. So for the home side, for Cronulla Sutherland, Jada Taylor, fullback. The wingers, Miller Alaro and Marewa Sampson. The centres, Tiana Penatani-Gray, the skipper, and Cassie Staples. 5'8", Chante Kiriaratu is back after a couple of weeks out with an ankle injury, and Maddie Ashby at halfback. In the front row, Ellie Johnston and Jacinta Carter off the bench this week. In the back row, Rhiannon Byers, Anne-Marie Kiriaratu joins her, Manalita Takapaltolo in lock, and the hooker is Quincy Dodd. The interchange, Brookfield, Dimmick, Johnston Green and Holmes. And for Parramatta at fullback, Abby Church, the wingers Zali Faye and Martha Mataele. Rory Owen and Jasmine Morrissey in the centres. At 5'8", it's Cassie Tohihiku. Rachel Pearson is at halfback for the Eels. In the front row, Elsie Albert and Boss Kapua. They've got Fontaine Tufunga and Mahalia Murphy behind them. Keely Joseph is the lock, celebrating her 50th game tonight, and Tanika Todd-Hunter at hooker. And on the bench for the Eels, Morgan, Alo, Jackson and Gray. Final thoughts, Dean, what do you think is going to happen tonight as the Eels and Sharks are out there? Eels just about ready to kick off. They'll run right to left on your radio dial.
Yeah, really, really hard one to pick. It is going to be tight, but I think the home side, the Sharks, are going to be desperate. Kiriaratu, Shante, that is back in, is a huge in for them. So I'm tipping the home team, the Sharks.
Bridget, what are you thinking? How's it going to play out?
Yeah, I echo Dino there. I reckon the Sharks will get over on this one. You know, they've got those big inclusions back. Hopefully they can establish some comfortable footy, but I wouldn't write off the Eels. They could provide a bit of an upset here this evening.
It's also Tongan Language Week as well, so to all our listeners across the Pacific, what's the Tongan hello, Dean? I'm testing you. Malolele to all our Tongan listeners. Crowd is in, a sparse one on a Sunday night, but we are ready to go, and kick off from the Eels lands in the hands of Kiriaratu. She hands it off to Carter. Cronulla Sutherland first possession here, first set of the game, brought down 25 metres out, right-hand side of centre. 10th v 11th, the Sharks against the Eels. Both teams just one win this year, but a win tonight keeps their season alive. Goes through the hands to Ashby, and then to Johnston. She's tackled 42 away, 20 metres in on the eastern touchline. Nice run there from Takapaltolo, the Tongan, representing New South Wales in under-19 origin recently. She is over halfway, and they get the early penalty late in the set. That's a bonus for the Sharks.
Yeah, certainly is a good fight there from Takapaltolo to try and get up and play the ball quickly. She had a couple of carries in that set, really effective, and for the home side, this is an ideal start to get an early look at some attacking football.
Kiriaratu with the 21 on her back. She was named on the extended bench this week, coming back from an ankle, proved her fitness throughout the week. She puts it into touch, and the Sharks start their second set on their attacking 30. It's with Johnston, 22 metres out. She's tackled, takes 3 to bring her down. Dodd points out left, then comes back towards centre field. One dummy, and Takapatolo spills